It seems like everything's in running condition. So, hopefully it'll stay this way. Looking at you, OBS. Normally I don't have troubles with this. So, what the freak? During a game that I'm really excited about, how dare you? Morgan's too pretty. That's why it lags. Okay. Here it is. To the only smoker in my life. I know gold's a bit much for your personal style, but they don't make a lot of these anymore. But believe it or not, the only other people who share your vice are stuffy old men with bad, expensive taste. Hope you can manage to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend, David. David. The news might have more information by now. Morgan, Morban? What do you mean by that, Morban? Or not. Looks like the net's full of copy-pasted statements from Noble. Auto-edited montages, ill-fitting quotes, reactions to the news from every micro-celebrity under the sun. Oh my god, me! Their raw, authentic emotion brought to you live from all car seats and bathroom mirrors of the world. Oh wait, hold on! I 100% forgot to pull up the freaking stream. I'm so silly. I am so silly. Silly me. La 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 la. Okay, there you go. Tee-hee. But there's nothing about his death, not even a time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days while Noble's just been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing around? A phone call? Better not be work-related. I'm not in the right mood. Morgan, hey, thanks for picking up so fast. She's Jessica Starling, who asked me to call her. Hi, Jess. Listen, I need to... I've already seen the news. What? Oh, of course you have. Duh. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. With the company and their people and all the... What I mean is, if it were up to me, it would have been the first call I made. For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other Noble employees above her on the ladder would have to get axed, but it's alright, Jess. No one ever really knows what to do with these kinds of things. Still, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a stream Kyron? I'm gonna say Kyron. Stream Kyron? What difference does it make how the information gets to me? I could have stumbled upon his corpse myself and I would feel mostly the same. You're fucking crazy. I like you. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway. Yeah. If I want more information, she's the best source I'm going to get. Maybe for weeks. What to ask at a time like this? I'm supposed to express denial first, but she's probably short on time. And I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. Can you tell me what happened? The police, they think that he took something. Chirons are those little text lines at the bottom of the news box. Oh, I see. I never knew they had a name. This is epic. This is like the first time I learned what an aglet was from Phineas and Ferb. Suicide? And the police are already involved? They say it was some kind of poison or... God. Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with, especially in this city. I would think they'd keep the police at arm's length for at least a few days. Listen, Morgan, I need to ask something of you. Of course, Jess. Whatever you need. Whatever you need? A bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. Sociopath! My favorite sociopath. And it's not like my day was really salvageable anyway. I'd like to bring you up here, to David's place. What do you mean? There's something I have to give you. You're not handling this? You're not handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it'll be a while before... No, I'm sorry. It's not like that. Love the inhaler. No, please, don't hold back on my account. David asked me to get this info into your hands. It wasn't work-related. but he asked me. I know I'm asking a lot here, but since it's turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done.
I don't like showing up at crime scenes more often, or more quickly than strictly necessary. And that's when I only have to worry about the police. With Noble looming over all this, security will be doubled, and scrutiny tripled. This is too risky. There's no logical reason to agree to her request. Swing by my place with a cab, yeah. Besides my own morbid curiosity, of course.
Right, of course. Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Wait, I almost forgot.
What is it?
You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you? Oh. All right.
Crazy that one of the best depictions of sociopathy is so fucking yeah. She is the normalest woman ever, and I love her because she is so normal. I love her because she is normal. 100% normal. The autocab hums a synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges into a canopy superhighway, steadily and suddenly all at once. Not much super about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. The canopies always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together, always added on to, never finished, never planned. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make, but the end result's still ugly. And it feels like it could fall apart at any moment.
You okay, Morgan? You look a little car sick.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But if I ignore her texts now, she'll just send more later.
Which? Oh! Hey, Freckles.
Saw your friend Asher on the news. Oh.
Rip!
Thank you. Oh. For trying to be sincere.
Worth a shot. Ha ha ha.
We all have our strengths.
God damn, you're one passive aggressive little girl. Oh, you're saying this is a gilf? Oh my fuck. Why does all your filial piety go out the window whenever you talk to me? Oh my god, is that her? Is that her? What, filial is... This is mom? But, I don't remember words.
Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to appreciate respect.
True went the train. True went the train.
See, Freckles, you could be very insightful when you aren't too busy side-eyeing the whole world. Wonder where I picked that up from. Oh my god. Not for me? I'm pretty sure you are born muttering insults under your breath. Oh my god. The nurses try to make you cry and you responded by giving them self-esteem issues. Oh my fuck. Did you ever have dealings with Noble? 10 out of 10 shift in the convo. Settle as a car crash. Subtlety doesn't work on you either.
Well, it might. If you're good at it. Oh my god. No wonder she's a sociopath.
This is me asking you for advice.
Dude, she definitely could, 100% could be born this way and also have a shit mom. Destructive combo. Okay, guess it's never sunk in. Because you spent most of your apprenticeship asleep. But my clients were all celebs. They're rich and famous. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that own their likeness.
Is it really that difficult?
Plenty. Celebs don't like people seeing their dirty side. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. But Megs don't like people seeing them at all. Period. And also, Megs are a lot more lively when it comes to... boinking. Gross. Hard workers with a lot of stress to vent. Ooh, stop.
Do you have any actual help to offer?
Watch her say no. Oh. Truth be told, I did have this one running where I got balls deep. Is that what she means? Into corporate intrigue. Why? Because I got caught. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, the beep of Anti-Life's 45 poster gore. What the fuck?
God damn it.
Hard worker.
Lot of stress to vent. Ha 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 ha. Girl, what the fuck? Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need. Cause I'm gonna let that slide because I know you're in mourning. Look, corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts, huffing glue and playing roulette on their phones, while fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. Real! My actual advice is, get whatever you're owed, then get out of there fast as fuck, boy! I hate her, but I'm also slightly attracted. That's a beautiful thought, Auntie. I mean it. Corporations prefer Viking funerals. What's a Viking funeral? The dignified ceremony where the body's sent out to sea on a boat. Then, they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. Try not to linger, Freckles. You don't want to be stuck on board when they start knocking their air and knocking. Thanks. She speaks like a teenager because she's Gen Alpha. No! What? You're right. She is. This is like what? I forget if this is like 20. Is it 2080 or 26? Anyway, it's like it's a lot of years in the future. 2080. So yeah, she's fucking Gen Alpha. I'm gonna pee my pants. That's so funny. What the hell was that about me sleeping? Me sleeping on the job? I worked harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week. Yeah, they would be drunks. Should've worked smarter, lol. And if you want to go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. Oh my god, she's bad as hell. Oh, she's bad as hell. What is that? How did you... How do you have that? Why do you have that? It's not even accurate. Work parties are still work, Freckles. I only had my eyes closed. Because you old farts had your cameras flash on. Morgan, something wrong? You're sweating. Just deleting some spam. We've got a couple more minutes of crawling through the cannabis guts before we catch David's part of the city. Uptown, our better half. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. I can't! You said look at her profile? Okay, I will. 100% I will. I was gonna do that after the scene, but you know what? Fuck that. Oh, that's... Oh, okay.
Ah! Thank you so much for following, 4 Elemental.
Her earnest smile, bar hopping in the low... Good God, girl. The best at reading the stock market. That's cool. Oh, Victor. Oh my god.
Hello.
Oh my god. It's Morgan of the Devil. That's what I'm saying. Height 166 depends on the time of day. The girl, the fuck? Lord to the rich and famous. Likes handsome men. Yes! She's for the girls! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Expensive liquor. Dislikes clingy bagel. Oh no. Oh no. Never mind. I'm not her type. Flying commercial. 24 karat. Okay. Difficult to verify. Okay. It should have been me, not her. Cigars. Death 13 cigars and other adult stuff. Okay. That's cool. Bad as hell. Bad as hell. Bad as hell. Oh my... David! You're gorgeous! This game... Does this game know, like, my type? Just period? This game is just like, let's hit every single one of Artie's type. Like, pretty men. And he's dead, right. Just pretty men, handsome women, like... And he's tall? Lord. Gay as fuck I am. Okay, let's get back to it. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Everyone in this game is queer unless proven otherwise. I'm pretty okay. Well, that was my headcanon anyway. LMAO. That was my headcanon anyway because I'm gay. So, penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb to the top of a rat pile, all ringed in by restaurants with long wait times and small serving sizes. Real. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there. It's basically true. Gay, 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 homosexual, gay, gay, gay. By now, his whole block must be swarmed with cops, themselves surrounded by media, and all encircled by onlookers. I could try and enjoy these last few moments of calm, but if the storm's coming either way, I'd rather use this time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you've got a second, I was curious about... Oh my lord, okay. I'm pretty sure it's gonna let us do all of these. Right? I guess let's start with the top. Remind me, how many years did you and David work together?
Oh, well, I started with the company about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. I was put in HR right in the middle of a hiring burst, so I spent 2 months in the Warrens. Then an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to mid-low management.
Oh, yes, I love mid-low management. Sorry, Warrens?
Oh, that's just what we called the company dorms back then, on account of all the people.
Ah.
Plus, it was underground.
Oh.
Didn't see the sun that first month. My skin got so dry.
Is that normal in your industry?
Normal for everyone I've ever worked with. Except David, of course, but I mean, he was the best.
Yeah.
One Tuesday morning, Dr. David Asher walked right up to my desk, like I had won the lotto. Said I should come work for him. Dr. David Asher, directly. On a random Tuesday morning like it was nothing.
He didn't like to do things on Mondays. Well, that makes one of us. Said people were always too tired to get anything done anyway.
Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie. He was a good boss.
He was a good guy.
Yeah.
When did you last speak with him?
In person? Thursday afternoon.
The day before yesterday.
He seemed normal. I mean, I didn't...
We still don't really know anything, Jess.
You're right. Thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked to meet with you. Oh, he asked me to meet with you.
Okay. I'm guessing you've already been to his place.
Yeah, it was a real mess over there.
It's that bloody?
Oh god, no! Not that kind of mess. I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on the lawyers. Each of them with their own network of drones and all their droning. It's very, it's a very high productivity atmosphere, is what I mean.
When were you able to get over there?
Well, I got a call from legal late last night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me.
Last night?
They said they needed my help sorting through all of his... Well, you know how he left things organized sometimes.
He's been dead since last night and they kept it under wraps that long. I know there are a lot of powerful people in his circles, but to stop it from leaking for over 12 hours? That seems like more than just your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. Seems more like there's something they're actively trying to suppress. So, you found out last night.
Right, last night. Oh god! I'm so sorry! I should have told you as soon as I found out!
Really, it's alright. Did you see anything?
No, I still haven't actually seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP and that's where he passed, so... But, well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there that long. Not compared to the lawyers. They and the rest of the company people seemed pretty entrenched.
Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been?
I guess I got there around 9 p.m.? Yeah, because at 9:15 they switched my phone to silo mode.
Okay.
And I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. Sent my last blah.
Blah!
At 9:13, see? Gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. Hit me.
They can do that to your phone? Lock you out of social media? Dude, I wish they could do that now! Can you do that now? If so, I want to know. Because I need that shit.
Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock, or off the clock, but on company property. Then they can remote all my tech, yeah.
How convenient.
So if I got in at 9 p.m., I guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30 p.m.? I hadn't been there more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word about the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak.
I see. He died after he reached the hospital. That's unexpected. It's 2086. You might be in trouble if you get stuck in bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room. But other than that, if you reach the hospital alive, a good doctor can stabilize most any patient within a few moments, not minutes, I was going to say. And Noble Electronics' lead programmer would have a very good doctor. So what the hell happened? Is she mistaken? Was he just not officially declared dead until reaching the hospital for some reason? Or...
Hard to think about, I know.
Yeah. Or hard to believe. The request. Wonder time. Jess, I have to wonder. What kind of request did David make of you that it couldn't wait a few days?
Right, of course. He asked me to give you something.
Something? Is she trying to build suspense?
Right, it's just, well... I don't know exactly what it is.
You have no idea?
He asked me to give you the contents of his safe.
Are we headed to the bank then?
No, see, he has this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've seen it?
Why? Why does he have that? Dude, is there gonna be a fucking pound of gold in there? Is that Kins of Secret Gold?
Well, I say safe, but it might be more accurate to call it a storage locker or a false wall.
And all he told me was that he wanted me to have what's inside?
Right. He was very clear about that part. Your eyes only, straight into your hands.
His tech bro porn stash.
Handle it in person, he said.
It's his it's his dungeon. The hidden wall dungeon. It's yours now, Morgan. Use it as you will. Strange. This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid. But David was never paranoid. Even when he had every right to be. If you wanted this handled a certain way, it must be for a good reason. That headline, girlie! I saw that headline, by the way. The one where your warm android saved that soldier's life.
Oh yeah, pretty feel good, don't you think?
So folks at the company must have been in high spirits lately, I take it.
That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but I don't know. Maybe upper management's never happy? Because they're still just riding sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. A big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need a contract for warm androids in the military. But I haven't heard about them moving stuff around or anything like that. Or staff around, my bad.
Here you go, Morgan. Have 50 untagged firearms with 100 bullets! Just for you! What a steal!
Maybe it's all above my pay grade.
All the corporate power and money in the world. And they're still such joyless assholes that they won't even celebrate their victories. So, David asked you to do this on a Tuesday. Oh, sorry, on Thursday, correct?
Yeah, Thursday.
And he passed last night, Friday.
Yeah. Wait, you don't think that when we met, he had already decided...
It's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. The dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know. Yeah, you should know, bitch! You should know, bitch!
You're probably right. Besides, we'll need to focus.
Hmm?
Judging by the sides of the crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it.
thick of it, everybody knows. That one song. Oh boy. Pladia. Lobby. Oh dear.
I thought there were a lot of police here before. Maybe too late to ask, but you're not bad with crowds, are you, Morgan?
She's kidding, right? It's downright airy in here compared to what we just waded through. Wide eyes and clenched fists, heads peeking over shoulders and around signs. Police, both mechanical and warm-blooded, closing ranks with holograms and quick-set wires to draw a severe perimeter. While protesters, mourners, fanatics, and busybodies shuffle about at the edges of the police line, the heat of their panicked anxiety washing over. Who the hell were all those people?
Well, they've always been people with strong feelings about our products.
Android stepped forward into the mob, gently, firmly, unfeelingly parting the human tide. Most of them with official police branding, but a few remotely deputized consumer models emerged from the crowd to join them. Deputized? Yeah, I said that right. All of them built by Noble. All of them built from David's code. All of them standing vigil outside his tomb. Ooh, music. Keep it together. Yeah, real. This is all technically company property, isn't it?
Yeah, David had the penthouse all to himself, but every other floor's tenants are Noble employees too.
Not an uncommon arrangement in Uptown. Work at Noble, rent from Noble. Wave hello to your Noble neighbor in the morning and make sure to request a spot in line at the official company crematorium. Oh, they don't actually do that last part. I think. Does Noble handle employee funeral? This is just reading this goddamn game makes me feel stupid. Does Noble handle employee funerary? There you go. Funerary arrangements?
Yeah, it's a pretty standard benefit, actually. It's cheap for them compared to dental. Oh, God. But Noble's always been generous with benefits. Work hard and the company will have you set for life. All of our things are in capitals.
And after. Oh, alright. Imagine playing Mario Kart with your robot when it suddenly leaves to pizza protest. That'd be crazy. I love Morgan's internal monologue. She is so unbelievably normal. She is. She's the normalest person ever. Whew. Both the state and Noble have gotten themselves entrenched here in the lobby. Security and damage control and PR and liability. Everybody just glad to be working. I'm feeling a little overstimulated. Any chance we can just skip all these checkpoints?
No, absolutely not.
So who do we need permission from? The cops or the company?
My request went through, so we should have the go-ahead from both at this point. We won't need to go near the actual, is it still called a crime scene? If it's not technically a crime?
I don't want to think about how many suits Noble's paying to debate that question right this very instant. David's vault is in the penthouse basement, but we can't get to it from these ground floor elevators. We'll have to ride straight up to the rooftop veranda, walk in his front door, and then head down. If Jess says we can do all that without stumbling across where he died, then...
Okay, so if we just flash my ID card at any problem that comes up...
Including him? Oh god, he's back. What voice did I do for him? I don't think I did anything special. Hey ladies, look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're at capacity at the moment. Let anyone else by and we won't be able to maintain... Huh. You're that lawyer, Morgan.
You caught me, detective. How long's it been?
Feels like it's been ages.
Oh dear.
Still not bitter about our last encounter, I hope. I'll live. I don't see the spunky one around. She taking a mental health day to preserve that unflappable charm. Detective Reyes is around. Why, you must be that bad. Oh! I've had blind pimples that were more endearing. Whoa.
You two know each other?
Jess Starling, meet homicide detective Quasim Londonite. I think I'm saying his name right. Kazim? There isn't a QU, so I'm just going off of what I got in my brain. Kazim. Okay. Thank you. It's a pleasure, miss.
Oh, likewise?
As you might have guessed, the detective and I are acquainted. Comes with a line of work. Morgan's been honest, sweetheart. Why does he always call everybody sweetheart? Morgan's being honest, sweetheart. We're practically blood.
Oh, wow, me?
Sweetheart? Something wrong, Starling?
Huh? No, nothing wrong.
Dude, the DILF charm! The closest we are, I still can't just let her walk in off the street and onto the scene of an ongoing investigation. Even Noble's lawyers have to play by the rules today. Play by the rules? So there is a game afoot. She's like, a game! What makes you assume I'm here in a professional capacity? You're a criminal defense attorney and we're at a crime scene. Call it an old man's intuition. Good detectives don't rely on intuition though, do they? They rely on evidence. No, I don't rely on it, don't worry. I just need to lean on it every now and then when my back acts up, okay?
Oh, cool.
Guy gets a bit of gray in his hair and thinks it's a free pass to act like a goddamn cowboy. Should I do him? Should I do it with an accent? Well, I'm afraid your intuition is off this morning, detective. I'm here in a private matter. The deceased wasn't your client? No, that would have been a conflict of interest. Conflict of... You two knew each other. I see. In that case, allow me to give you my condolences. Thank you. But what I could really use is a bit of your help. You sure rally fast. Jazz?
Right. We have this clearance here, detective. Sir, from legal, which allows us...
That's alright, little lady. I trust you. You can leave the paperwork holstered for now. Oh my... Dude, I think I might have to... I think I might have to get him a southern accent. Holstered?
Little lady.
We aren't here for David, really. We won't be setting foot anywhere near your... staging area, detective. Alright, why not? How generous. I can afford to be generous today, because if I screw up... He gestures to the lobby full of suits and cops. Plenty of folks at hand ready to pick up the slack. Cowboy guy from Ace Attorney. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone in this game is weird in their own special way, and I love that. Well, if you're that at ease, perhaps I can take this time to ask you a few questions. Hey, you can always ask, Tyre. But I think you understand. You know what? I'm on do this now. I'm committing. But I think you understand what I mean when I say whether or not I can answer is not entirely up to me. Okay. Good time to save. Yes, except Morgan, who is super normal. You're looking a bit haggard. How long have you been here anyway? Since this morning. But civilized folks don't call it morning when the streetlights are still on. Even if he got here around 1 or 2 in the morning, that still means homicide wasn't brought in until hours after Noble had the lay of the land. Oh my god! Sounds like you could use a break. I could use a retirement package. Hey, you're a lawyer, right? According to all my business cards. Okay, Morgan. I think I can sue for elder abuse. Wait, how old are you again? Hold on. It doesn't say. Why doesn't it say? Bro, how old are you? You don't look that old. Not that kind of lawyer. Sorry. You would lose, though. I already regret asking. Why they've got a homicide detective losing sleep over this anyway? A man is dead, and he wasn't killed by fire, a vehicle, organized criminals, or disinformation. As far as we know. So at the moment, homicide's technically not the worst fit. But we're leading a name only. A high-profile death like this, everyone's got an eye on us. And a hand placed firmly on the back of our neck. Investigation. I've been checking my phone, but the only thing the news seems to agree on is that David passed away. Sorry, but if you're asking for details... No, thank you. For not letting them make this into a parade. Yet. We do our best to respect the privacy of anyone involved in an ongoing investigation. He declined to say victim. Detective. Dr. Asher was a close friend of mine for many years.
Yeah, he trusted Morgan more than anyone.
Can you tell me if he killed himself? It looks like that's the case. I see. Thank you for telling me that.
Dr. Ash.
Yeah, you're, well, sorry. Another round of guarded words. David was an important man, and it has only been a few hours. But all this tiptoeing gives me the feeling that whatever happened to David, it wasn't cut and dry. You boys and Noble all getting along with each other? Sharing your toys? Oh my god, Morgan, please, one chance. Some of the younger ones are bristling, but I always play well with others, counselor. And how well do the Megs play with you? They give you full access to building security. What are Megs?
Oh wait, Meg is a derogatory and hateful term used to refer to so-called net corporations. Oh well!
Jamie, give me your goddamn gift!
Give me your gift!
Give it to me now!
I wonder what it is. Is it gonna be the same gift or is it gonna be a different gift? Who can say? I'm gonna take this time to drink some water, Jesus.
Oh, wait! Yeah, fire. Oh, that's fire. Okay.
I'm gonna get it in here. Also, to those of you watching, if you do like Umineko, I do Umineko streams every Wednesday with my two friends. We voice acted and shit. We're on episode 4. We just started it. Where is it? Where the freak is it? Okay. Get sweet dreams. Yeah, there's also a VOD channel. That's old Umineko eps. Yeah.
They're giving us access and they say it's full. Some big penumbra system, top of the line coverage, top to bottom of the building. The size of the data stream's torrential. It'll be a while before we can start making sense of it all.
A more conspiratorial man might think that was intentional.
Bury us in data and hope we're too swamped to find whatever they're trying to hide? Maybe.
Wait, they gave you full access to the penumbra? But that means every android in the building is feeding you their full spectrum.
You know your stuff. The penumbra pulls data from any androids connected to a building's net. But that's not so much help since...
I can liquid driving, Amy.
Since there weren't any androids in the penthouse.
Right.
You know, I heard the rumors. Never put much stock in them, but it's true. Asher really never owned a single android.
Never.
Well, I suppose I might do the same if I was the genius who programmed them all. Every time they open their mouths, it'd just be
his own lip service refracted 1,000 times over, echoing back at him from behind a mask he carved. So that means all you have to investigate with are the penthouse's security cameras.
Yeah, but that should be more than enough to wrap up a case like this. In a good way, I mean. We're very much on top of this, ladies.
Alright, controversy.
David was one of the biggest names in tech. He was the face of Noble Electronics. Uh-huh. One could argue androids are only as common as they are today, because of his contributions to the field. Some people felt that way, sure.
So do you think anyone would want to hurt him because of that?
Remind me, which one of us is the detective again?
You really won't let me pick your brain.
You already know the answer. Yes, ads are controversial, androids especially.
We at Noble are aware that our products are sometimes the subject of heated debate, but...
No need to quote the handbook at us, miss. Truth be told, I never really understood the hate.
It's not that complicated, is it? How many people have lost a job to an ad at least once in their career?
Every last one of them lost their jobs because their bosses, their flesh and blood bosses, fired them. Nah, ads are just a symptom. Scratch that. Ads are just a product. Getting mad at them is pointless. And vandalizing them is less than pointless because unlike us, they're all insured.
And besides, android production has surged over the last decade to become one of the nation's biggest exports.
True. Now, to have at least one thing we can make in this country.
That's right! Noble only outsources the production of a small handful of internal components. Every other part of the manufacturing process is probably done right here at home.
Okay, girlie, we love a walking ad. Not with 2Ds, only like an advertisement. I somehow doubt everyone considers the specifics of Noble's supply chain to be a point of national pride. But you don't need a political science degree to see how much the state values Noble's contributions to the national economy. Yes, Jess, slay! Listen, I didn't mean that in a bad way. I think she slays. Love Jess. Alright, now listen. I don't mind being helpful, and I am trying to be sensitive here. But we really do have a lot on our hands at the moment. So I'm going to have to ask you to be discreet, and ideally fast.
Well, our business is just in the basement. David's basement.
But the penthouse is on the top floor, the roof. So its basement would be...
second to last floor, if you want to be technical, detective. The point is... Ah! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for subbing! Diso?
Let me know what to call you, please, 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 please.
Thank you so much for subbing! Welcome.
Ugh.
We don't need to go to the kitchen or the parlor. We'll go straight back to his workshop and then head downstairs.
The kitchen and the parlor. I understand. But all the same, I'd like to escort you two ladies there myself.
Wow, an escort, like royalty.
Isn't he a gentleman?
Huh? Yes, he's...
Lead the way, detective.
Dude, she's so me when Dilf's Dilf.
True to his word, London ushered us past the chattering suits and humming drones, through the checkpoints and into the elevator.
Diso DM EDTA is a random Mountain Dew ingredient. I just...
Wait! Holy shit, that's such a fire name then!
Tell me what I shall call you.
If not, should I call you Mountain Dew? I'm gonna call you random ingredient and Mountain Dew. All together, all one name. As it climbed into the sky, we got a good look at the growing throng of people gathered outside. And its shifting makeup. Seems like it's mostly protesters now, or worse, brand loyalists.
Diso? Okay.
You got it, Diso. Idiots led around by the nose their whole life, following the musk of whatever trend is laid out before them each morning. Today's trail having led them here for half reasons they couldn't pull in. Guys, I don't think I can read anymore. Today's trail leaving. Okay, sorry. Well, okay, everyone, lock in. We're locking in right now. Today's trail having led them here for half reasons they couldn't put into words, even if their lives depended on it. Oh my god. They're like insects from Morgan. Line number? That's fire. And they look like them from up here. They're probably already preparing their spin. The Misunderstood Genius of Dr. David Asher, a video essay in 5 parts. Why the company insisted on cultivating such a following for him, I've never understood.
In Cyberpunk Future, I think being a desperado cowboy as a detective is something you just... Yeah, you need to do that. Yeah. You have to preserve it. It's like a tradition.
They could have easily pinned his achievements on someone more marketable. Some random photogenic employee, or a fashion model with glasses.
Okay, you're telling me that he is not both of those things. Do you see this gorgeous, gorgeous man? This gorgeous, gorgeous man. Is he not both of those?
David wouldn't have minded. He never wanted the attention, the chaos. Maybe it's as simple as bad luck. He just happened to have the right look for the part. A man buried in his work with his eyes fixed ahead.
Oh boy. Uh-huh.
Penthouse? Okay, we made it. Oh, good God. That's a lot of wires. This is what? His laboratory?
His shop, he called it.
How down to earth.
It's messy in here. David was always disorganized. Why a programmer needed to make such a mess just to run tests on computers, I'll never... But sloppy as he could be, he didn't like it when other people saw it. If he was leaving things like this. He must not have entertained any guests down here in some time. Thanks for all your help, Detective London.
Don't mention it. What, you want me to step out?
We won't take long.
Not lacking for boldness, are you? Look, I have to take a phone call.
We'll be out in and on as soon as possible. Promise. And whatever Dr. Ash wanted set aside for his foundation, we'll be sure to flag it.
Right. At least she's already wearing gloves.
If we find a dead body, you'll be our first call. Morgan, what was that stuff about his foundation? Dr. Ash's charity has always been managed by an outside group.
You haven't spent a lot of time around crime scenes, have you?
Actually, this is my first.
Well, generally speaking, it's not really common to retrieve things from the premises while the cops are still searching them.
Oh!
Look, if David had something to give me, we can go get it. You just can't make a ton of noise about it, understood?
Of course.
Great. After you.
Right. Quiet as a church house, that's not right.
Yep. The phrase is quiet as a church mouse, but...
Oh, silly Morgan. Yes, silly Sue. Caught myself. I'm okay.
But now it doesn't seem like the time to correct her. David's shop was a mess, but the mess felt familiar. It was very David. Coming down here, I barely recognized the place. For starters, there's a goddamn gym. What the fuck? David hated exercise. He always claimed he didn't have the time for it. Even when I got him that treadmill and the subscription for the personal coaching program with the scheduling subroutine. Are they divorced? Are they divorced? Said he couldn't find the time. And then even when I explained to him that the program accounted for that and adapted to his schedule, he still...
Morgan, what's up? You're smiling. What's so
Oh! What's so funny?
Wow, I wonder why that Lori Morgan was always wearing gloves. Probably nothing.
She's played all the Ace Attorney games and knows to wear them, forgetting her grubby... Yeah, true. Nothing. Just surprised to see the place renovated. Honestly, she just looks hot as fuck with them. That's my headcanon. She's like, I look hot as fuck with these. Yeah. Wrong person.
Yeah, he actually had me on mail tag with a couple contractors a while back. Never thought I'd have to learn so much about concrete and wiring and marble. Did you know marble tends to be treated or else indoor air will start to corrode it?
I didn't know that. Is that true?
Wait, is it not? But her guy told me that without an epoxy finish, the entire bar table would...
Is that the vault over there then?
Yeah, it stands out, I guess.
Nervous?
What's that? Oh, a little, I guess. But the inhaler helps mostly, so...
Aren't you going to open it?
Open it? Don't you know the combination?
No, I do not know the combination to David's basement vault.
Oh, no. How could he didn't tell you or give you a code or...
He gave me the code to get into the building. And the parking garage. But not the code to whatever this is. Oh, no. Okay. You know, there were a lot of scattered papers back in his shop. Could he have left you a note on one of them?
Yes, he could have. He would have. In fact, I think he probably did. You just stay right here, Morgan. I'll have this settled in just a sec.
Sounds good. Oh boy, yes, leave her alone. Totally. Right then. Oh. Bang, bang. Well, it's definitely locked. Looks like it's a I'm gonna go with that. Tethys Basics Sturdy Cure Anti-Hack Anti-Digital High-Rated Co-Panel. Yep. Nothing basic about it, but at least I can see the password's limited to 6 characters. Only 1 million possible combinations. Maybe I'll get lucky? You know what? Maybe I'll get lucky. Slim chances, but what the hell? Why shouldn't I give it a shot? Try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's silly. You know what? I'm gonna go with the silly route. Nothing's happening. Okay, that was dumb. I don't really want to dwell on why I thought that could work. Forget it. There's a different terminal over here. Cotter Security Systems, according to the label. Maybe it controls the whole room? Damn, it's password protected too. And the code's 64 digits long? What's the point of a camera system that's harder to crack than your little vault, you egghead? Okay, yeah. A programmer probably would care more about his IoT than whatever he can fit in a safety deposit box. Oh my god, what is that? Internet of Things. Okay. First to the network data sharing. Okay. Okay, I'm up. Yeah. For the latest through their usage of crumbs, small packets of data containing your own unique internet. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, crumbs are enabled by default. Oh, yippee! Tethys is the largest online shopping. Okay, yeah, Amazon, basically. Love. Loved the EDs. Loved that. Okay. Cool. Guess it's the 6-digit vault or nothing. But I'm a lawyer, not a lockpick. And whatever other felonies I get up to in my private time, I've never pulled off a bank heist before. Only tool I've got here is my head. So what do I know? I know whatever David put in the safe, he wanted it kept secure. And I also know that he wanted me to have it. So maybe he thought ahead. Maybe he guarded it in such a way that I would be the only one who could get to it. David liked games. And he really liked beating me at those games, I hope. So if he's left one last puzzle for me, I don't mind going another round. Oh dear, okay, holy shit, Tesla! Taking a closer look, this is a pretty serious looking set of resistance training equipment. And these weights, they're all set near the max. If Noble hadn't appointed him a nutritionist along with a stylist, David would be downright scrawny. There's no way he was putting up these numbers. In which case, the digits on weights could be a clue. But there's too many and I can't guess the order. So what the hell, Asher? Did you just set all the weights to max because it looked more neat? Fire. What we got over here? Oh, bar. This must be his spare liquor cabinet. Damn, there's a lot of good stuff in here. And a lot of bottom shelf swill. The kind of bargain bin vodka and nose burner whiskey that only an undergrad programmer could love. Nostalgia's sweet like that. Overpowering. 1 part per million can cover up even the cheapest aftertaste. Okay, girl. Anything else? Oh! David's wine collection, still towering over the room. Don't know why he'd buy so many bottles. He didn't even particularly like the stuff. Maybe just to fill out all these shelves. But not all the bottles are untouched. Some of them don't have dust on them at all. There's a mechanism for retrieving bottles off the rack. That's what it is? The latest bottle chosen was a Mer du Camp 81. Could be significant. Except, vintages only list the year they were bottled, not the month or day. It's not enough digits for the code. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. It's a very big painting. And it's, impressionist? No, cubicle. Cubist, which is still incorrect. Thanks, game! Yeah, cubicle. It's not right. It is not right, Morgan. It's not. I know it's not right. That gives me fucking fan sub energy. Whatever its style, I do remember that David liked this painting. It's more abstract, TBH. If there was a date on it, that could be a 6-digit password, but I don't see one anywhere. Maybe signing your work was considered gauche amongst the cubicalists. Morgan of the Devil, art. Yep, she's totally our art historian here. Oh, let's advance. Did I get everything? Ceiling. Did I? Oh, whoa. Oh, there was a crack on the ground. I didn't even see that. Feels like something you drag your feet on at the gym or on a factory floor. It's more high performance than high class. Expensive, but not in the way you'd expect for a penthouse. Well, scratch that. It's actually cracked here. Rubber doesn't break, it bends. That's its thing. So someone must have cheaped out during the installation, left a defect in. That, or David left the jackhammer on overnight. Oh. Alright, I've searched the whole room now. Time to make or break. Yeah, okay, oh, I didn't mean to press that button. Ah! You're so right for that. Yeah, you're so right for that. I'm gonna get here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I did it. No die. Wait. So I have to check it. Well, it's I have to check it while it's like that. Okay. Good lord. Okay. Reading list, evidence, nothing yet. Can I not? Ooh. Big orange blue painting. Neo abstract expression. Okay. That makes sense. I'm guessing this is Nolan's little painting. Oh, here it is. Arguably his most solid art was displayed at the Kullerheim Center de Art Moderne. Trust. Okay. Enter the premises on 11/25/58. Is that it? 11/25/58. Is that it? The big bad wolf was here. You are welcome. I'm gonna read it like this. For queuing out this cache of soy slop before I could clog your brains arteries any further. To whatever dumbass dishwater script kidded and yelled at to come fix this. A word of advice to your superior. I own that password suggestion algorithm. Wanna we secure? Try this. We'll wax your shoulders. Stand up from your desk, take a deep breath, and then firebomb your own servers. We're not really cheaper for you at this point. For the rest of you swag jawed scream bottom looking for a little excitement in their search history, find the pig and whip their throat out. That'll teach you how to one with the wolf. Wobo is king. Isn't that the perfect? I can't believe it's. What did it say? Fucking soy. Oh, I can't. What did it say? Soy slop? That's actually okay. I forgot. I forgot. Oh shit. It's 11/25/58. Okay. Let's see. 11/25/58. Is that it? 11/25/58, the date the painting was signed. A password that is and isn't left in plain sight. Nice one.
Hey, Morgan, What? How did you get it to open? What is that?
I turned back around just in time to see a door finish swing open with mechanical grace, revealing... Oh, a girl. with a barcode emblazoned across her temple, required by law to be plainly visible. It's an android, clearly marked as such, and yet even standing this close, I could swear it's... Snoring? Oh, snoring? I step forward and place the back of my wrist on the android's brow. Warm.
It must be a prototype for the Animate 16. Or maybe a prototype for the 17? Or 18?
A biomechanical android with real human flesh.
Sorry, biomechanical, yes, but it's organic flesh, not human. They're grown from lax Gemini cultures, but the...
Sorry, I misspoke.
Right, understandable, since...
You seem surprised, Jazz. Hasn't Noble been working on warm androids like this, one for a few years now? I don't need I know what warm androids are!
Warm androids like this one? I mean, yes, we have. Sorry, it's just that this particular model is very, it's very cutting edge.
Bleeding edge, judging by the flush in those cheeks. I think it's safe to say that we found what we're looking for.
I think so too.
That presents a problem, then.
Oh, do you not, approve?
I've got nothing against androids. My concern is a bit more immediate and, well, practical.
Practical?
I don't know how to turn it on.
Do you see a switch or something?
Do you?
Can we, turn it around, or?
I poke the android's ribs. Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up. A little less give than I expected, given its frame, but the rigidity is remarkably lifelike. I place my hand on the shoulder and give it a shake. Oh! But it doesn't budge. This thing has to weigh more than...
Right. Androids mostly transport themselves, so people are always surprised to find out they're a bit heavier than they look.
A bit? I'm surprised the whole room isn't slanted. There's no way in hell we're moving this thing without waking it up.
Crap. First the vault, now this?
I was able to guess the combination just by poking around. Compared to that, finding this hunk of junk's power switch should be child's play. And I think I know where to start. Jess, I'm going to step back into the lab for a moment, alright?
Huh? Oh, sure, I'll, there's gotta be a manual around here.
Good idea. It might be some kind of prototype, but it's still got a barcode. Maybe you can scan its GIN number and find something in the company files.
Yeah, of course. All genetic ID numbers should be paired with industry standard files on maintenance, tracking power requirements.
I somehow doubt the enigmatic android taking a cat nap in a sarcophagus, I know that word! In David Asher's basement will have a user manual. But it can't hurt for her to try and...
Oh! I'm okay. I broke a heel, but oh no! But I'm okay. I carry glue.
And I'd rather search the lab by myself. Now then, if I were David and I wanted to make sure that only one person will be able to walk out of here with that android, how would I set that up?
That's a great question.
Oh yeah. These appear to be holding tanks for something. How should I know? No labels on anything. Typical for a genius. But a nightmare for anyone trying to pick up after him. It's a lot more hard science than I expected in here. Centrifuges and glasses and microscopes. Don't programmers do all their work with a keyboard?
I don't know.
Looks like a fairly normal computer. If I'm lucky, the security will be fairly normal as well. Boot up complete. Username. Vocal commands. David Asher. Morgan. Guest.
Thank you for logging in as guest.
They didn't recognize my voice. So I can probably rule out a vocal command being the key to waking the android.
Do you have a question?
More than one. For now, though, what should I search for on this computer?
Gotta dig out some shit. Okay.
Search files for android.
60,000 results and counting.
Yeah, okay. David would have a lot of files on androids. I'll need to search smarter than that. Basement. Search files for basement.
812 results on the local drive. Should I expand the search?
auditing how he renovated his basement could take all day. Okay. Search files for Morgan. 23 results on the local drive. I can work with that. Mostly phone book and social data. But I don't recognize this file type. Some kind of personnel format. Date of birth, education, occupation, blood type, height, and weight. Alright, buddy, a little invasive, don't you think? DNA and fingerprints. Oh, now why do you have that, David? My DNA isn't in any database. I've made sure of that. So he couldn't have bought this anywhere. He must have collected it himself from a wine glass or the like. It would have been easy to do that. That's hot as shit. Why do it? So we just gotta touch her? Oh. Be like, beep, boop, 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 boop. Diagrams of human anatomy. The hands are highlighted. The most developed part of the human body. Good for making stone axes and sending emails. Robots and frames can do just fine with claws or 3-digit imitations, but androids are expected to look like people and move like them too. Getting the hands right must be a big priority and noble. That tree-like shape on the right is a neuron. Those branches receive input of varying weight, and then if the sum is greater than a certain threshold, the neuron fires. A 0 becomes a 1, and all the other zeros around it take that into consideration. Good God, Morgan. Repeat that a couple billion times a second, and you've got the human brain. A computer powerful enough to simulate all of reality. That's the analogy I read in a magazine anyway. Okay, Morgan. Love you, girl. Love you, girl. Haven't seen one since college, but this must be a 3D printer. Good God. Of some sort. Feels expensive enough to make other printers look like soda fountains by comparison. Better not mess with any of the settings. Alright, I'm starting to get a pretty clear picture. What it'll take to turn on this android. I've got the what, for the where and how. I'll just have to manage. It's still just a piece of machinery. If it really won't turn on, I can always start hitting it. Okay. Okay, girlie.
Morgan, there you are. I've looked in every registry I could find and every database I could get into, but I don't think this android is in the system.
It was a long shot. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Yes, but an android without the proper identification is...
It's only buying or selling an android without proper identification that's illegal. And it doesn't seem like he ordered this online.
I guess you're right, huh?
We'll have it registered soon enough anyway. I think I figured out what we need to do here.
Oh?
If David really wanted me to have this, he would have left some way for me to turn it on.
What are you thinking?
David had my fingerprints and my DNA on file. By requiring both, he could be reasonably sure that no one was powering up this android without my approval.
Hi, Vision.
How does this game affect LeBron's legacy? LeBron is dead. At this point, he's dead. I don't even know if are there any sports in this cyberpunk universe? I don't even know. People like sports still? We got like I'm not watching anymore. My glorious king is gone. Yeah, he's long gone, dude. We're in 2080 something.
You've done a swab before,
oh, my bad. You've done a swab before, haven't you?
Every month for the company. Apparently, they're building a database on employee epigenetics across reference with... Oh, so you're gonna...
My DNA and my fingerprint make the key. He's probably still hopping at 100? Dude! Now, where to find the log? I'm gonna guess hand. There was that diagram back at the shop. Was it meant to be a literal handshake verification?
Huh, I thought that would work.
Me too.
Okay, chest?
Maybe somewhere with a lot of surface area? The torso? The chest? I am not doing that. Okay, nose. Boop! The nose? I guess it's not impossible.
Morgan? Are you really going to stick your thumb up its nose?
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be like a boop on the... Okay, my bad. No, I'm not. If it takes something that silly to boot it up, I don't even want it anymore. Why is it lips? The lips are one of the most sensitive parts of the body. Not the worst place to make a scan, even if it is gross placing my finger there.
Oh, that's still not doing it, huh?
Come on, do I really need to push my finger deeper? Jiggle the key?
Oh man, you ran right in there. Are you touching the tongue?
Oh my god! It's blinking at me. Oh, good morning. That was the worst time to drink water. Come on, man. Come on, man. Long bean. Good morning to you, too. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Cute.
Okay, I don't know what voice I should give her. Is she like a cute little like a high pitched voice baby? Is that the vibe we're going for? Cooteray type shit? That's what I'm sensing, but I don't want to get her wrong because she's so cute. Oops! I didn't mean to do that. Little baby creature? Alright. More expressive than Cooteray? Alright.
Hello. I've never seen you two before.
I guess. Oh, bug. No! Bring me back! I guess we should introduce ourselves then.
Hi.
This is Jessica Starling. She works for Dr. Asher. I'm Morgan, a friend of his. Got all that?
I understand. She is Jessica Starling and you are Morgan. Last name unknown?
No, Morgan is my Morgan's her last...
Father told me about you. Aw, he did? Wait, Father?
David, you had it call you Dad. Alright.
I am referring to Dr. David Asher. Are you confused?
That's not the word I'd use. I'll throw a bone beyond the grave for the good doctor and just move this along.
Music's a little loud? Okay.
I'm gonna turn it down just a tad.
Is that better?
Did David say that he was giving you to me? Transferring ownership?
Ownership? That is correct.
And what else did...
Mostly correct.
Right. And what else did he tell you?
Many things. Can you specify?
I thought conversation was the first thing David figured out how to program.
Did Dr. Asher tell you anything that he wanted you to convey to Morgan? A message you were supposed to pass on? Yes.
Oh, Jess, I think it's trying to...
Oh, okay, sure. I'll give you two. Well, I'll give you some privacy, Morgan. I've actually gotten about 14 messages in the last 2 minutes, so I'll just head back up to the lab and take some calls, okay?
Thanks, Jess.
Yes, thank you, Jess. You're welcome.
Just the two of us now. So, what do I call you?
My name is Sarah. It's nice to meet you, Morgan.
Trust me, the pleasure's all mine. So, what's the message?
Father told me that I would be living with you from now on. And he told me that you would look after me.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Should it?
A model this lifelike with warmth and breath and something close to blood in its veins. Just what are you, anyway?
You forgot my name already? It's Sarah.
What were you built for? You're warm, obviously. You're not one of those physical therapy models, are you?
That would be highly illegal. I haven't completed 500 hours of study at a state-approved massage therapy school. I haven't even completed 1 hour.
What purpose did Dr. Asher design you for?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You don't know why he built you?
No. Should I?
How can he not?
Do you?
Would I be asking you if I did?
I meant, do you know why you were created? Why you were born? Why? Why would you
Why are you doing this? Oh god, you're a freak! A monster, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh my god! Please don't kill me, please, why? Why was a monster like you even born? Uh-oh. Normal. She's the normalest girl in the world. Guess I walked into that one. I was starting to wonder if you even had the Turing solution.
Father's framework for programming linguistics and artificial systems. And the body of work for which he first gained international recognition.
Yeah, and international jealous.
Do you have an answer to my question? An answer as to why you were created? Why you exist?
Occam's razor. I'm here because my parents wanted me.
I see. Then I will give a similar answer. I was created because Father wanted to make me.
What is the Turing solution? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Turing test. The test is designed to determine if given answers come with a human machine. Holy shit. That's epic. Human shit. Okay, I think I already figured out what that was. I already know what warm androids are. Get out of here! This Turing solution is easy to break. Yeah. Can't argue with that logic, can I?
Can't argue with that logic. Father did say that you're a lawyer.
Yeah, that's me.
You're a lawyer, and I defeated you with logic.
Get her, Sarah. World-class, high-power attorney, the best defense money can buy.
So do you catch criminals?
That's what cops do.
Do you litigate criminals?
That's what prosecutors do.
Then do you fight for the underrepresented? Expose injustice? Sue corporations and officials?
I don't think anyone does that anymore.
Then what do you do?
I'm a criminal defense attorney.
A defender of the innocent and powerless.
Uh-huh.
Do you also...
Now that you know all about me, what can you tell me about yourself?
I've never had to do that before.
First time for everything. How old are you?
I'm not sure I can give a satisfactory answer.
Oh for 2 on answering simple questions. What's the date on your earliest memory?
2 years ago?
And where were you constructed or assembled or whatever? What facility?
I was not constructed at any facility. Father created me, here, by himself.
You're saying if I took you apart, I wouldn't be able to find any markers from any manufacturers, any IDs of any designer?
You want to take me apart?
David was a programmer, not an engineer. How could he build a custom android from scratch in the comfort of his own home? He couldn't have. He must have had help. Probably a whole department's worth. If I ask around, there's gotta be someone in the company who can ID this thing and help me figure out what's so important about it. You don't look like any android I've ever seen. What are you made of?
This body is comprised of organic tissues integrated directly into cybernetic systems. They require organic nourishment, including water, carbohydrates, and salt.
Wait, warm androids have to eat and drink? They cannot be worth that much trouble.
My cybernetic systems operate largely as analogs to their equivalents in the human body. I have a respiratory system for oxygen exchange and a centrally located pump that circulates oxygen.
You mean you've got a heart? How quaint. But where does all the extra weight come from?
Pardon?
I tried moving you earlier and it felt like I was pulling against a truck.
My skeleton is a combination of medical-grade plastics and a military-grade titanium carbide alloy. Alloy.
Not sure took the wind out of her sails.
My muscles are made of adaptive rare earth alloy nanoweave fiber with shock absorption and kinetic chain potential rated past...
Wait, did you say military grade?
I have a grip strength above 1,000 kilo. Holy shit! I can run at sustained speeds over 60 kilometers per hour. I can jump 6 meters vertically. I can lift approximately...
I'm not sure what kind of grip strength most androids are walking around with. but I've never seen any of them move the way it's talking about. Even just standing there, it seems to be poised, controlled, spring tight, strength and flexibility like a ballerina or a gymnast, strong enough to flip over a tank, lifelike enough to avoid detection. What the fuck was she made for? Like, I was thinking at the start, I was like, oh, she was just made to be a companion for him. No, she's a fucking war machine, apparently. What the fuck?
Huh?
As long as it never stepped on a scale, it'd make for the perfect infiltration unit. The perfect weapon, if you can keep its development a secret. Did David really put something that heavy on my plate? Dismantling a military prototype in secret?
Are you deep in thought?
But a military infiltration android would look more crew-cut and forgettable. And would David really devote personal time and effort just to make another weapon for the military?
I have other features I could tell you about if you like.
If I shot you, would you die? Okay, Morgan.
It would be very painful, and there would be a discharge of fluid, but conventional weapons would not prove particularly effective.
That settles it. This thing's a weapon, as sure as I...
Would you like to know about my hair?
Your hair?
I'm impressed you noticed. Each fiber contains miniaturized solar cell lattice technology, allowing me to remain charged throughout the daytime.
That must come in handy.
I haven't actually had the chance to use it yet. This room has ambient wireless charging functionality, and I haven't gone outside much.
Okay, maybe it's not a weapon after all. You're just a pincushion, aren't you?
I am not familiar with the term. Searching? Pincushion. Jargon, design, refers to prototypes filled with experimental technologies checked for compatibility issues.
Got an idea, not sure what to do with it? Stick it in the pincushion. It's as good an explanation as any for what I'm staring at. A mishmash of state-of-the-art military features spliced with odd new technologies and seemingly pointless additions. The end result being a singular, unsellable android that wasn't particularly good at anything, would break down after only a few years. I will give Morgan an indestructible baby. That will be good for her.
Pincushions are a small but valid part of the field of android manufacturing. They are valuable to collectors who see them as time capsules with their design's most outlandish ideas and at least produce reproducible results.
But even the most nonsensical pincushions are built via committee, over years, with numerous engineers and programmers adding in their pet functions. The android before me claims to have been built by one man, a man who's now... Seems we got off track there, Sarah. Was there anything else David told you to relay to me?
Besides that you were to look after me, he also told me that you were reliable and that I should trust you.
Oh, you should not. You should not. You should not.
He said that I was to listen to you and obey your instructions.
Finally, some good news.
As you say, Adonai.
What's that? That word you called me. What was that?
Adonai, from classical Hebrew.
That's... Oh, dude. I knew I knew that word from somewhere. Whoa!
Translated literally, it means my lord. Do you prefer that I call you master?
No.
Very good, Adonai.
Why did David use Hebrew, though?
Abrahamic?
Yeah.
Myth tells of servants constructed out of earth and clay, designed to resemble and obey their masters. Golems. Father must have found the comparison appropriate.
Amusing, more likely. It's just a joke.
Father would not make light of such a thing.
Sure he would.
Perhaps we should ask him to clarify his reasoning for himself. Where is Father, by the way? Is he upstairs?
Uh-oh. When was the last time you were active?
38 hours ago.
Thursday night, then.
Correct?
Right. David Asher is dead. He died last night. Understand?
How? May I see him?
See him? Oh, no, I won't be able to see him. Funeral's probably not for a few days.
Father was not... He was not sick.
I don't feel like doing the whole song and dance with 2 robots in one day. That's very charming, but let's go to commands only. Oh! No, you can't do that with this one, Morgan!
What happened? Did he have an accident?
Why is it still doing the theatrics? Does it not recognize my authority yet? The police have determined that he committed suicide. For the time being, we ought to focus on getting you properly registered. Maybe then you'll take commands the first time I say them and not...
The police are wrong.
Excuse me?
They are wrong. Father did not commit suicide. He would never do such a thing. Father had... He told me...
Look, Sarah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry?
You're sorry? Father said you were his friend. How are you so calm?
I've been around death a lot. So don't try to lecture me about grief, Spearmint.
My name is Sarah. You will use it because my father, Dr. David Asher, the greatest programmer in the world, gave it to me, and he did not kill himself.
Let's say you're right. David didn't commit suicide. If that's the case, the police will realize that soon enough.
The police have already made the determination. That's what you just said. Father said that you were a lawyer, that you were capable and reliable, and a friend. You should be looking into his death.
That's... Is that an order?
Of course not. It is a request, a deny.
A request that I'll have to refuse. The police have their job, and I have mine. If I stick my nose into their investigation any further, they'll come down on me hard. Cops don't like lawyers on principle. But what they really hate are people who tell them how to do their job. Let's go. We need to...
Father asked you to look after me.
Yeah, he did. He also said you should obey me, but you don't seem quite as fixated on that part.
And he said something else. He said that you owed him a favor. One favor.
The thin ice starts here, Spearmint. That was between him and me.
Father is gone, so now it is between you and I. And I am calling in the favor now.
What?
You don't have to take care of me anymore. Consider that request null and void. You can sell me to some collector, or you can donate me to a university. It doesn't matter. In exchange, you will prove Father didn't kill himself. And you will make sure that whoever hurt him is held accountable. Why are you laughing?
It's you and me, not you and I. You and me. I hate her! I hate her so fucking much! David would roll over in his grave if he knew you'd gotten that wrong.
It was not my intention to amuse or rotate.
No, that's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I'll take that deal, Sarah.
You mean you will prove that Father did not...
I mean, I'll look into it. I'm a lawyer. I don't prove anything. I just disprove what I can.
Then where do we start?
I didn't realize you had a law degree.
I do not have a law degree, but I am a fast learner.
This isn't a job interview.
And I am far from useless. I can...
The ad did raise at least one good question. Where do I start? I'm a defense attorney, not a police detective, and David was my friend, not my client. I won't be able to poke around at all unless...
And I am also capable of...
Can you tell a lie?
I am capable of making statements that are false.
Guess that'll have to do.
Are you going to ask me to lie?
Yes. To the police, in fact.
Lying to the police is a felony.
Androids don't commit felonies. They make errors.
I see. What kind of error did you have in mind, Adonai?
Oh, what kind? Good... What? Guys! This is kind of cray.
Are you sure about this?
You have questions too, don't you? Right now, I'm just a little better equipped to get answers than you are.
Okay, go for it. I'll make sure they're watching. Is the air quality and noble headquarters kept at the state standards?
What's that?
All these noble employees seem to have asthma. Was Father also working under such poor conditions?
They don't have asthma.
Then why are they all carrying inhalers?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, ma'am, she's right over there.
Oh! Yes! What voice did I do for her? I was a little bit higher.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, got it. She's there too. Oh, it's you.
Did I mess up?
On the contrary. Eyes wide, she's a DA. Quiet. She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. Emma Rockford. Didn't think I'd run into you here.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the Manx, so... No, wait. What are you doing here? I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Detective Reyes, for your many kind words.
You can't all be as talkative as you.
Normally, quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but you were so genuine in your reading. Bite me.
I don't know that there's a need for all that.
Very mature, Detective. Did you come up with that yourself?
Oh, no, that's Kaguya's signature pose.
Like the pop star?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can admit it. You can admit it if you do.
Well, there's nothing to admit because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is.
Wait, now you're saying you don't know who Kaguya is? She's the most famous.
Yeah, well, I just don't know who that is, so... Ma'am! Weren't you about to say something? Oh, well, I'm still surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Are you helping plan the services? Actually, the company will be planning Dr. Asher's funeral service. Wouldn't his family want to take care of that?
No.
No? No. I see. Sorry. But if that's the case, why are you here, Morgan? Ha! Oh gosh, I'm sorry to disrupt your morning. Hey, you're here for the same reason as every other suit they've got crawling around. Money.
You're not wrong. There are a lot of annoying insects with annoying agendas scurrying around before my friend's body is even cold. But the honest truth is I don't even know if David had a will.
The company helped him manage his estate. Legal is probably already on it. Actually, judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying into the elevator, I'm certain they are. Right, so if you're not here for the funeral or the reading of the will...
Miss Starling asked me to come here, actually, on a matter unrelated to David's passing.
An unrelated matter? That's convenient.
Isn't it? But now that I am here, it's come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death.
And where did you hear that?
Am I mistaken?
No, you're right. They concluded that it was suicide.
Can always count on her to be blunt. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you must be feeling...
Because I'm going to have to contest that charge.
What?
The state has made a charge. I'm arguing against it.
The hell are you talking about?
The police believe David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, Detective. Oh, it is? Interesting. Interesting way to keep people from committing suicide.
It is technically a crime to commit suicide, yes, but we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially for their own murder, Morgan. Especially not for their own murder, Morgan.
No, not a trial, of course. Oh, of course not. But there would be a preliminary hearing in a case like this.
Technically, as a formality, a Assuming the courts aren't busy that day.
I'm afraid that on this occasion I'm going to have to insist on formality.
Yeah, well, you really don't have much say in the matter, do you?
With David gone, I have the only say, really. I am, after all, his criminal attorney.
All that money and he needs his drinking buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit.
I am also skeptical, Morgan.
It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney.
You're absolutely right. It is a conflict of interest. And I would have said as much to him if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
I only found out that he wanted me to be his attorney today.
After he died? How the hell did you miss that memo?
Embarrassing, isn't it? But to be fair, it was hidden pretty well.
Oh, I didn't know you had an android, Morgan. It's cute.
Thanks, but it's actually David's. And it's technically my witness.
Witness to what? 38 hours ago, that is, David Asher communicated to me, as a matter of record, the following explicit legal intent. That in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be Evangeline Morgan.
Oh my god, her name's Evangeline! This is so fire. Evangeline? Pa amise. Oh wait, I couldn't read the top. No!
No, wait, seriously? Your name's Evangeline?
Did your parents name you after a Christmas Carol?
Should we all be curtsying?
It's not that funny.
No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Evangeline. Or dare your friends call you Angel? Oh my god, that's another game. Clinical trial?
I hear Kaguya's on tour, detective. Should I get you tickets? You could have your dad drive you, like all the other 15-year-olds.
Hey!
Feels like we're getting off topic. What were we just...
I was telling you that David Asher wanted her to be his criminal defense attorney.
Imagine my surprise.
An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad, Morgan.
That's fair. And if we were going before an upper-level court, I would expect that to be open to all kinds of scrutiny. But we're talking about a preliminary hearing. A formality, as you called it. If he asks for representation, he deserves representation. It doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive.
Am I missing something? What difference does it make? Not even an adjutant would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man.
No, there wouldn't be a sentence, but the adjutant will render a verdict. And verdicts have consequences, even for the deceased. Is that what this is about?
What's she getting at?
If the court agrees this was a suicide, that verdict will retroactively affect evaluations of the individual's mental health.
Like whether he was in his right mind or not?
You know anything about estate tax law, detective?
No. But I'm sure you'll be happy to educate me.
More than happy. An individual found by a court to not be of sound mind can very well give up their consent to the lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo. In which case, the state would be legally obligated to come in and pick up the pieces.
So this is just about his money. I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan. Well, when you take into consideration all the factors, it's actually more complicated than that. For example... Never mind.
No, Starling. You should speak your mind.
Wait, hold on. I'm interested. I'm interested. Does this say something about the fucking... What's up with the inhalers? Is this drug shit?
Adroxone.
Uh-huh. Whoa. Okay, so... Okay.
telling me it's a stimulant? That's fire. I love sniffing drugs. Well, it's more like inhaling drugs, but whatever.
All I mean to say is that while Dr. Asher did have significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual property, he also, of course, owed a great deal of stock in numerous corporations, principally Noble. If he was ruled to not be of sound mind, and his shares were to end up acquired by the government, Noble would suffer a serious blow to its commercial image and its standing in the financial community.
Every time she's inhaling, she's snorting a line. Okay, that's what I thought. Hell yeah. All of which is to say, there's a great deal at stake here. Not the least of which is the reputation of a man whom I was proud to call my friend.
You're not buying this, are you?
In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble on this, and they're not gonna let you bring them any unwanted attention. Starling did her part. They're watching, and they've stopped trying to hide it. From here on out, it's a gamble. I'm saving! She said the word gamble! Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention. Why are you raising your voice? If nothing changes by the end of the day, the whole country's going to hear how David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there will be questions about his competency. Concerns about why the brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday but brood over that sad thought and all its disturbing implications. By the time the markets reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility. Gasp! That's so... I understand Noble's apprehension, of course, Emma. I just feel like right now the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way.
So you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. But why should the district attorney's office devote valuable time to playing out this game of yours?
Because they're certain they'll win.
That goes without saying.
Well,
the court should have an opening at 6 p.m.
I didn't have anything planned.
Then it's a date. Oh!
Keep it cool! Keep it cool! We're keeping it cool. We're keeping it cool.
Detective, would you get her clearance set up?
Yes, ma'am.
Updates every hour, yeah? You're on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger.
Yeah. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police files. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer of the court now. If you haven't already been doing that, don't even think about being sloppy with discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know you care. I live to serve. And protect.
Phew.
Thanks for the assist, darling.
Yeah, no sweat.
They have a normal working relationship.
Aren't all cops like that? Or are they more like that Detective London gentleman?
I've only met 2 cops. I don't know. I've only met 2 fucking cops. I mean, I would say the most are like her, TBH. Technically 3. Who else is the other cop? I guess the robot, the warm android guy. Yeah. Whatever. Most cops I've met are like London, yeah.
Courteous and polite and friendly?
Lazy. Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, I'll see you at the courthouse tonight. If you need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask. Good luck. Both of you. What do we do now?
Well, I have a few options. I have access to the crime scene now. Probably the best place to start. I'd like to head over to the company building as well.
To get me registered?
Among other things. Either David killed himself or he didn't. But if he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporate overlords. Overlords? Hello? Overlords? Dude, I think I was like born a fucking New Yorker like at heart. Cause sometimes I just slip into it. I'm not from New York at all. At all. At all? Who am I? At all. Dude, I'm a voice actor, yet I can't speak. By the gods, the accent is contagious. I'm dying. But if he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporate overlords who are to blame. In which case, I'll want to take my sweet time raking them over the coals. What are you doing?
Nothing. What about Father? When can we see him?
He'll be at the morgue by now. The medical examiner will speak to me now that I'm operating under the court's authority. But if I stop to flash paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions, I'll have to... What's that look for?
You were Father's friend.
Thank you again for reminding me.
Aren't there people you'd like to speak with? Other friends you'd want to know?
Bad news travels fast. I'm sure everyone in the country has heard about David by this point. But all that heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied these last few weeks, and I was never one to pry. If there was someone who could tell me more about David's personal life over the last several months, it'd be worth the effort to finding them. Do you have someone in mind? Maybe someone he met recently?
He spoke about becoming close with someone this year. A musician.
Now that you mention it, there was a something that David might have mentioned when we talked back in...
I will begin a search. I have completed my search. I found nothing.
Thanks for the old college try. Is that really the best you can do?
Father was a private man, in person and online. With just a few letters and the fact that he was a musician, I'm afraid we don't have enough information to narrow down the results, Adonai.
No, we have plenty of information. We just need the right person for the job.
What kind of person is that?
Are they gonna finally introduce us to the person we were texting? And who would you have... Oh my god, and who would you even have called? I don't... I don't know what voice to give them. I want to also give them a fucking accent, but I don't know. But I still should have gotten my phone call. Said I got you. Okay, well he said stead, so who are you again? My latest guardian, new foster parent.
Want me to call you mommy?
I'm not really the motherly type. Sorry. Heyo, we might actually get along. So I've got good news and bad news. I'm not your guardian. I'm your lawyer. You've been given a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony.
Fascist pigs.
Skipping school's a felony now? Hacking into government databases has been a felony for a very long time. That wasn't me. And they have your keystrokes, your IP address, your login times, and the playlist you were listening to. That was for a homework assignment. Here's what I don't get. You got in, copied the data, could have gotten right out. State wouldn't even know they'd been robbed until they saw their password show up on black market clearance 2 weeks later. But you didn't get out. You stayed and made changes to their database. You robbed the bank, got clean money, then dragged a can of spray paint behind you all the way home. Why?
Look, I didn't steal anything. That wasn't already compromised.
You know, I'm gonna do Ray's voice, but lower, I think. Here, I'm gonna try it. And the only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes. What? Did they get your birthday wrong? My name. Name changes are only 2 pages of paperwork. You just need to fill out the form. And get a signature from a parent, a guardian. So, what's the good news then? The good news is that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian. The hell? That doesn't count as good news. That's just a thing you said. Yeah, Fran's written coochie. Don't be so sure. A lawyer's a lot better than a guardian. How's that? Parents, guardians, foster whatevers, they're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. A lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you, no matter what, because that's how they get paid. So how good are you at your job? Pretty good. Allô, mon cœur. It's pronounced cœur. I don't know how to say that right. I know how it's pronounced. Oh, mon cœur, I guess. An archaic term for a dog. Ah! I wish you would call me that. Anyway. And don't call me that. When I met Fran in that police station, I couldn't help but bet that I'd landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set complementary to my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land for them, would be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. Always so cold, Fran. Can't I even get a good morning? No such thing. Nothing good's ever happened until the afternoon, when people are actually awake. What I got instead was a compulsive liar with a horrific sleep schedule and a crippling addiction to poor time management. What do you want, Red? I can't call you up just for fun. Not if you don't want to get blocked. I need you to find somebody for me. Can't do it. I've got homework. We both know the only time you ever do your own homework is during the class it's due. And I've got sports. You can't tell a basketball from a hockey stick. And I've got a bidding war to win. You're the only person on earth bidding on 70-year-old coochie and Air Joe Dan. Joe Dan. That's Jordan's legacy! That's his legacy! Vintage reps, Fran. I think you can take your eyes off the auction block. So, yeah, so sorry, but I'm busy, so... I was hoping we could skip straight to the carrot portion of the routine, but if you insist on doing things from the top... Huh? I had an interesting conversation with your parole officer yesterday. Oh, yeah? They've been really into the self prefixes lately. What? Self-motivation, self-actualization, self-help. Oh. And he thinks you could really benefit from it. He a lion. He's got all the workbooks ready. Clearly your Saturdays are stacked, so I'll make sure your Sundays are full of... Fine, I get it. I need you to find a local musician. Musician? No one knew this will be electro swing or some awful... Last name Powell or Parker. And that's all you got? They'll be in David Asher's circles. Wait, Asher? You're working that? That should be more than enough for a clever kid like you. Oh, can I read? Clever kid like yourself to go on. Don't go expecting any miracles. I need this soon. Within the hour, ideally. You know I have other clients, don't you? Other clients who actually pay you? On time? A musician. Find him. Okay.
Even talking over the phone, you're very animated tonight.
What do you mean?
Just that you're very expressive when you talk to people.
Of course I'm expressive. It's because I'm a sociopath and I have to mask that I actually care. If I wasn't, how would anyone know what I'm thinking?
I see. I'll keep that in mind as we...
Wait, you really expect to tag along?
Of course. Father was...
Yeah, I know you want to. But why should I let you?
Because I am capable and helpful.
Uh-huh.
I mean it. I can take notes for you. And move heavy objects. And I'll learn to do more.
How?
I will subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey to procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning.
subjecting them to torture. Ah! Oh, thank you for giving me glasses. Where are my glasses? Where did they go? Was it disabled? No. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes for 2 seconds. And then poof. Close your eyes for 2 seconds. I'm gonna put them on manually. Apparently, I don't. What the freak, dude? I literally had it set up. I am angry about this. Where's my glasses? Yeah, these were it. I forgot how silly they were. Okay. Okay. Hello. I don't know what they're attached to, but actually, I'm gonna keep it on for now.
I can help, Adonai.
Thank you. How fast can you fill out forms?
Fast?
Congratulations, you're halfway to being a paralegal.
Mm-hmm.
You coming?
Right away, Adonai.
Yay! Pladia. Penthouse, dining room. Okay, hold on. I think they might be attached to my eyelid. It's really fucking hard to like attach things to my face. I've noticed. It's because my bang here. Okay, but I'm not gonna end stream. But I do need to fill up my water again. I could feel it going on there. So guess what game we're gonna play? We're gonna play word game. Woo, word game. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill my water up. Probably fix my glasses. But I'll be back. Right back. See you in a bit. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh dear. it seems as if I'm stuck in time. It's not because I totally didn't plug anything in or anything. It's because my body is just not functioning at the moment. Don't worry, 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 don't worry. I am the most prepared streamer anybody has ever seen. I am the most unscuffed streamer anybody has ever seen. Why isn't it connecting? Why isn't it working? Why is it? Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, live 2D. What's going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Diesel, I think you subscribed to the wrong person. Okay, now it works. Apparently I just had to, oh, okay, I'm back. Thank you for the fucking metal pipe. Okay, we're back. I guess we're in the elevator now. Did you guys miss me? I could not attach it to my eyes, so you're gonna have to deal with me blinking with my glasses. But I missed Morgan too. Not me though, only Morgan. I see how it is. It's fine, I'm fine. Pretty quiet elevators, huh? You could have taken the next one. It's a busy building, detective. Can't hold up everyone else on our account. Anything you'd like to grumble at me before I start? Don't touch anything. I don't care that you're wearing gloves. I have been to crime scenes before, you know. Long before the police get there, in many cases. Look, Rockfoot asked me not to get in your way, but that doesn't mean I'm going to bend over for you. Do you at least have the autopsy report? No. Are you seriously? I don't. She doesn't? The report should have come in hours ago. Came for the Evangeline, stayed for the Angel. Yay! Thank you for staying. It wouldn't take this long unless the cause of death was still. Then I'd settle for a summary of the preliminary findings. An emergency call was made shortly after 8 p.m. last night via the home security system. Something I bent over from work. Me too. Emergency medical services had a VTOL in the air within the minute. They landed on the penthouse's helipad at 8:08. Dr. Asher was found unconscious with low blood pressure and a weak heartbeat. He wasn't breathing. In-flight auto triage administered artificial CPR while in transit to Gatesville Memorial. He was declared dead a few minutes after being taken to the emergency wing. I see. And the cause of death is being investigated. Make an educated guess. He stopped breathing, so they gave him oxygen. His heart started pumping, so they had the machines take over. His brain activity dropped to 0. And there wasn't anything else they could do. It was poison, wasn't it? What kind? You don't know, do you? They don't know either. Like I said, ma'am, we don't have the autopsy report yet.
Why are you certain it was poison on the night? Couldn't it have been an accidental overdose?
If he had oh my god, I was gonna do a fuck on this voice. If he had overdosed on a commercial drug, even a pre-med student would have spotted it in the hospital's intake screening. They would have been able to pump his stomach, neutralize his bloodstream, and he would have lived.
But he didn't live.
So it must have been something deadly. A compound designed solely to kill. A fast-acting, deadly poison that causes respiratory failure. The list can't be that long. Even just through processes of elimination, the medical examiner should have identified it by now. Unless you suspect a designer drug. Don't you, detective?
Why is it you only click on the update when it suits you?
Nothing else makes sense, given what we know and what we don't.
But the CDCA decriminalized and cataloged all recreational drugs.
Wow, yippee! Guess you aren't entirely clueless about politics.
So whatever father overdosed on should have been in the hospital's database.
You need to update your definitions. You're confusing designer drugs with recreational drugs.
What is the difference?
Recreational drugs are decriminalized and sold through pharmacies after years of testing and mountains of paperwork. While the average designer drug was invented last year in a 19-year-old line's cook bathroom on the other side of the globe. Hospitals can't know the proper countermeasures for an overdose of a drug that didn't exist 48 hours ago. I came across makeshift labs all the time when I was a uniform. The equipment's cheap and widely available. Black market cooks, gray market peddlers, and white-collar lobbyists all chasing each other's tails in a long line to find the next big hit. CDCA didn't change shit. More people die from ODs than ever before. Only difference is, it's their families finding them in the living room and not beat cops finding them on the street corners. Real comforting, I'm sure. If it wasn't you talking, I'd say that was a criticism of law enforcement. Not law enforcement, just a law. Assuming it was a designer drug, that would certainly make things more complicated. Well, the insurance guys, maybe. For us, whatever he used to do it, he still killed himself. Or didn't kill himself, if you insist. I'm going to take a look around now. Yeah, sure, make yourself at home. What's that face for?
I thought that there would be an outline.
An outline?
Around where they found Father.
Like in the movies?
Like in film?
Connect to the police's network and bring up their ARCS file.
Augmented reality crime scene. I see.
Oh boy! Bring it up, baby, bring it up.
Do I look good in these glasses? Do I look pretty? There is an outline. And so this is where he
died at the hospital. This is just where the medics found him.
And it's the sensors and cameras they were wearing that create the basis for this ARCS?
They didn't realize they were walking to a crime scene, but their body cams gathered data all the same. You look sufficiently Fujo? I mean, I'm just a everything Joe. I'm a Hime Joshi, I'm a Fu Joshi, I'm a straight Joshi, ally. I'm a straight ally, but only because I support the straights. I'm not a straight.
Where do we start?
You can start by following behind me and trying to be as quiet as possible. I'm starting to get a feel for when she's pouting even without looking.
Okay.
Body. Says here that when the medics arrived, he was on the floor face up.
Does that tell you something?
Hey, if you were going to drink a glass of poison, would you be sitting or standing when you did it?
I find it very difficult to speculate on that hypothetical scenario.
The seat by his body is pulled out. If he was seated when he lost consciousness, I would expect to find him slumped over on the table.
But he wasn't found slumped over.
No, he wasn't. And if he had been standing when he lost consciousness, I think he would have fallen forward, or at least collapsed less neatly. If the dinosaur from Mario was into yaoi, would it be a Fujoshi? The dinosaur? You mean... Oh! Fuyoshi! Maybe I don't have reading comprehension, I think. Even with the glasses, I can't read. Maybe it's because these glasses are so fucking fogged up. I can't read shit. That was a good joke, though. I liked it.
So what can you conclude from that, Adonai?
Only that I'm missing something. Table! Better take a closer look. Ooh. Spilled alcohol. The ARC shows how it looked last night before it evaporated. No foreign substances in the puddle. It's clean. So does that mean wherever the spill came from must be clean as well? password locked, but already cracked by the police, it seems.
All the docs would take home safe, nothing spicy.
When was it last used?
7:48 p.m.
Still reading work emails only a few minutes before he committed suicide? Morbid. There's a lot of messages marked priority that breadcrumb their way back to an article. Oh, this one. Okay. An animate 16 enforced on one of the few warm androids being currently tested out by the armed forces. Okay, yeah. But the android didn't just sit there and wait for evac. It opened up its own arteries and pumped life-saving UD, universal donor, synthetic plasma into the young man's veins. Okay. Noble's warm androids have proven themselves to be worth their price tag, and then some. Senator Matt... Okay, it's certainly an interesting idea, Senator Mathing said when asked about committing to a military contract for Noble to provide the armed forces with more... Okay. Oh, damn, not wanting this advice, dude. Log in. It's that article it's that article I've seen going around. But why would Noble have it marked as priority? Starling said they weren't in any rush to pat each other on the back over it, even though they'd won themselves a real prize. Wait, easy PR for what? She said, but why would Noble have it? Oh, okay, but why would Noble have it marked as priority? That's my guess. They now have the excuse they need to pressure the military into a contract for warm androids. Can't dismiss the expensive upgrade as unnecessary now that it saved a soldier's life. This time next year, there'll be pink oxidizing fluid being spilt all over the globe. Rose River Whiskey. 12 years old. No, not 20. 12 years old.
You recognize it?
Sure, he was more than partial to the brand. It's a good brand, only a bit overpriced, which is the bargain of a lifetime in David's world.
It appears that the police have already tested its contents. No foreign matter present, was their conclusion. Is it possible that the police missed the poison?
No. Even if they can't identify the poison, they can detect its presence by comparing samples of the whiskey to a bottle off the store shelf.
So we can eliminate the possibility that the bottle of whiskey was poisoned.
We'll have to find our smoking gun elsewhere. My guess is that they probably put it in the cup before pouring the whiskey. That's my guess. Oh, cup. Speaking of cup, 2 cups. One empty, knocked over, and one mostly empty. These look cheap. Did his guest bring them?
I've seen them before in the basement liquor cabinet.
He kept these lying around? I knew he regifted those crystal glasses I got him.
Ark says there's nothing foreign in the upright one, so it can't have been poisoned. Results are inconclusive on the other cup, however.
Looks bone dry. Must have been nothing but fumes left by the time this was considered a crime scene. Just not enough there for them to rest. To test, I mean, there's not an R in that, what the fuck?
Inconclusive could mean...
Inconclusive means inconclusive, that's all. Cheer up and read me the results of the fingerprinting.
Father's prints are on both cups, as expected. But there is someone else's on the upright cup. Says someone else must have been with him last night.
Slow down. All that proves is that someone else touched the cup. Doesn't tell us when they did it. And since we don't know who the prints belong to...
Adonai, why don't we know who the prints belong to?
Are the prints flagged as unidentified, or...?
No, there's a space for a name, but the field is black.
Shit. Am I already that late to the action? Detective Reyes.
Yeah.
There's a second set of prints on the cups. Is there a form you'd like me to sign?
Doesn't matter how nicely you ask, sometimes people just can't answer.
You should know that damn well, Madam Counselor. I was afraid you'd say that.
I don't understand, Adonai. What does this mean?
It means that whoever those prints belong to has very proactive representation.
Those prints belong to a witness, as you've guessed. You're more than welcome to the testimony. But the identity is... The department is being very considerate of the witness's privacy out of respect for their time and appreciation for the
for their cooperation. Fine, forget the name.
That easily?
Subpoenas are always an option, but I'm short on time. What did the witness have to say for themselves, Detective?
To paraphrase, they came to see Dr. Asher last night. Two of them talked, they had a drink together. Then the doctor got sick, so they activated the emergency system from the panels in the kitchen. The EMTs came and took them both to the hospital. Asher's condition got worse. All the witnesses' vitals were normal.
The witness had their vitals taken? Then there should be a record of their admission at Gatesfield.
And that's it.
I'm guessing you didn't just take all that on faith.
Penumbra is set up in most of the rooms on this floor. Everything the witness told us was corroborated by the building's own surveillance system. So yes, we can guarantee that the witness never put anything into Asher's drink.
I'm guessing that I can't have the keys to the penumbra, can I?
Not until the witness's lawyers are done reviewing it.
Lawyers? Plural? I don't have time to trade jabs with the law offices of Johnson, Johnson, Johnson & Johnson.
Say, how about I give you their business card?
The law offices of Cochler, Gustav, Prince & Prince. I was close. No way I'll be getting any client information out of them directly.
If all you bloodsuckers want to get together and tear each other apart, text me before you start. I'd like to watch.
Yeah, I bet you like to watch.
What? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Needed a moment to think. So that was it. One chat, one peek at the cams, and you've already eliminated them as a suspect?
Look, they were searched. They didn't have any poison, any drugs, not even a stick of gum. Even if they somehow did have poison on them, the camera footage confirms they had no opportunity to use it. They drank from the same bottle as a dead man. As far as the department's concerned, they were nearly the second victim.
But they aren't dead, or even ill from the sound of things. So you think he poisoned his own cup beforehand, then poured for the both of them from a safe bottle?
That's what the evidence is telling us. There's nothing in the bottle or the witness's cup. But after drinking from his cup, a cup he prepared himself, he fell ill and the witness didn't. And Asher died with a foreign substance in his body. An unidentified foreign substance. Suicide by poison. I get that you were close and simple explanations aren't all that satisfying. But that's life.
One last thing. You just said he prepared his cup himself. Did you see that on camera?
He left the parlor to get drinks and came back with his already poured. The witness says he got them from the basement.
The witness says that, not the cameras?
There's no cams in the lab or the basement. That seems like a security hazard. Why would Noble not set up things more carefully? It's intentional. If cams of his lab ever got hacked, outsiders could steal his IP and kick Noble's monopoly to the curb.
Right. David did complain about Noble's weird protocols for combating corporate espionage.
At least we can take comfort in knowing that Father wasn't alone when he died.
Yeah, that's worth investigating.
Chess? Oh my god, Umineko!
Neither of these two know what sex is. Sarah, on the other hand, has read a ton of hentai manga for research in a human fire. A chessboard and a datapad with a series of characters on it. E4, C5, NF3, E6, D4, CX, D4, NX, D4. This is... I don't know. I mean, like, it is a game because that is chess notation from what I know. Yeah. Algebraic notation.
Also, I'm smart. Yay!
Was he studying an old game or playing against himself?
Brack has checkmate in 40 moves.
Wow, a robot that's good at chess. We ought to put you in a museum. But I'll take your word for it.
What do you mean? Do you not play Adonai?
No, especially not against David.
Well, that is to be expected. Anyone who challenged Father to a battle of wits would naturally grow tired of losing.
Every game starts the same. Each player has the same pieces, the same moves, the same options. It's a true test of wit, strategy, and forethought. To me, it always seemed to...
boring?
Too fair. The smarter player wins every time.
And that is something you take fault with?
Of course. How's a guy like me supposed to win a game like that? Alright, Quinn. Look. I always admire this view. The buildings gleam with reflections of holograms and sunlight, and their shadows obscure all of the run-down, rotting parts of the town. Maybe the view's secondary. Maybe all anyone really wants is to put as much distance between them and the street level as possible.
Is it possible that a witness could have seen something through these windows?
Not through these windows, no. David installed wide-spectrum auto tint in all his homes, all his cars.
I didn't know that.
Well, you wouldn't notice unless you were viewing the penthouse from more than...
Why did he care so much about his windows?
I really didn't want anybody to see in. You didn't want anybody to be a peeping Tom. One chair knocked over, probably where David was sitting. And one chair pulled out. A party of two. He never cared much for socializing, but he enjoyed hosting. Contradictory guy.
Okay.
Observe. Police androids monitoring the scene. Could almost mistake them for the real thing, the way they stand out there trying to look important. Like an indoor dog taking its first step to the park.
Pardon?
Why are you looking at it like you've never seen an android before?
Because I haven't. In person.
David didn't even let you have a mirror? Brutal. Just scan its gin? Oh, it's like the fucking GIF. It's like the GIF shit. I'm gonna call it gin. No, I don't know what's correct. I don't know what's right. Just stand its GIN if you're that curious. I'm not doing that shit. Unless that's considered too forward or whatever. Seems like that's everything critical on this side of the room. Which leaves the kitchen. You said there's camera footage of the dining room showing David and his guest. What about in here?
The only camera in the kitchen is the one mounted on the call terminal. The console took a snap image when the witness ran into contact emergency services.
May I see it?
Not unless you scrape the witness's face off the pic first.
Don't tempt me. Oh, mama. Gin because alcohol? Oh, okay. Real. That's the reason. David's fridge. Normally I wouldn't go poking in the pantry at a crime scene, but this was a poisoning. Some white wines chilling in the drawer. Some real cheap liquor stuffed in the icebox. Old habits. Reyes, you said you left the parlor and came back with that whiskey from the basement?
Huh? That's what the cams show, yeah.
There's plenty to drink right here, and unlike the cabinet downstairs, it's actually cold. He must have wanted Rose River in particular. What's that look for? You hungry?
I am an android. I do not get hungry. Are you being sarcastic?
Only mostly. I thought you said you required organic nourishment.
I do ingest organic substances, but that doesn't mean that I experience hunger as you do.
So when you don't ingest organic substances for a long time,
I become tired.
What a great feature.
And when I'm done digesting, I
don't need to know. She poops! She poops! 3 unwashed dishes and a single glass. Oh, did you hear that fucking voice crack? Reyes, these dishes haven't been scanned for prints yet.
And
I just assumed you might want to do your job.
Yeah, they are prints. Most match the victim. But there's also... Hey! Don't sneak up on me like that!
All I did was walk over you.
You knocked over the salt, Adonai.
I was focused on
the task at hand.
Didn't realize tunnel vision was a selling point on your mod.
Adonai, the salt. As I was saying, the witness's prints are on that glass.
That glass in the sink? Were they drinking from they were drinking from cups in the parlor. Did you see a glass on camera?
No.
So when did they touch this glass?
You need to toss it over your shoulder. Witness must have thought about giving the guy some water, but he could have just choked on it if they had tried. What, you think this glass was the murder weapon? It's bad luck, Adonai.
whacked him on the back of the head so fast it went between video frames. That's genius! You should go through the footage frame by frame to prove your theory. Mature.
It's bad luck.
No, the soul! She isn't listening to her. Messy workspaces, but a pristine kitchen. David was a good cook, but only for others. Unless he had a guest, he'd happily eat instant ramen and protein bars for all 3 meals. Or 2. Or 1. No signs of food prep to be found, not so much as a cheese board. So whoever this guest was, they must have shown up unannounced. Interesting. This is where the emergency call was made. What time did the call go out?
8:04 p.m. Before you asked, the witness left the parlor at 8:03 p.m. Not enough time for them to alter the scene.
I wasn't going to ask that. When did the medics arrive?
8:08 p.m., remember?
Hell of a response time for a penthouse. Private EMS came by air.
Yeah, they landed on the VTOL pad you saw outside. Took him to Gatesfield. The very best if you can afford it. Looking around here, it seems like he could afford a lot.
He got his insurance through his employer, just like most people. I don't know how to say this. I remember having trouble with this last time. Oh, the pink is the... With caduceus? 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 I don't know.
Paid for through normal electronics, includes private... Okay.
Offers 3 levels of employer-provided plans. Okay, interesting. He isn't like most people, counselor. He had executive level? Not like most people at all.
You've now had the chance to survey the crime scene.
Yeah.
So do you think you know what happened?
Detective, is his body still at the hospital morgue?
Yeah, he's at Gatesfield. Along with a 100 noble mags who've all called dibs.
Then I'll just have to cut in line. Sarah, get me a ride to Gatesfield Memorial. What? You can do that, can't you?
I can.
But
I need your payment information to get started.
Yeah, okay. Understood. On my way down. Got it.
Sync complete.
Set pickup for 10 minutes should be plenty.
The crowd down there seems to have gotten quite large. 10 minutes to reach the pickup stop may be an ambitious target, Adonai.
How bad can it be?
How bad can I be?
Oh, the crowd's gotten bigger. But there's something else happening out there. The energy's not panicked yet, but it's creeping up on the tipping point. Are this many people pissed off at Noble for selling androids? The hell's got them all so excited?
Adonai, what does that symbol mean?
In this rabble, probably something vulgar. Which one?
That heart with a bullet hole.
Oh my god, it's the thing. The Heartbreak Killer? Are they saying it's the Heartbreak Killer, dude? Crazy. Sarah will use Morgan's card to sub to spam stream. Real. I don't know. It's probably nothing.
Based on net associations, it appears to be a symbol for the Heartbreak Killer.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would that freak have a symbol? Or following? Or these... whatever these people are. And why the hell would they be outside David Asher's apartment? Cause Noble's trying to cover up the truth!
They are?
Those bags in there were scrambling to shred every document they can! We need to stick together for a perimeter and try to catch them when they got the dump... where they gonna dump the scraps? Sarah.
What are you hoping to find?
Proof that Asher was killed for trying to blow the whistle! Blow the whistle? On Heartbreak? Noble doesn't want the world to know that the A-16 is sentient and homicidal! You think that Heartbreak is an android? You think whoever did all that was human? Yeah, no, a totally normal human person. Yeah, I think so. Noble's advanced prototype went amok and started killing random people. Don't be a lamb. It only looks random. There's a clear pattern as long as you're smart enough to see past the bullshit. Oh. Okay.
And how does one see past the bullshit?
Stop engaging. Smart kid, she gets it. She's asking the right questions. What the hell are you talking about? No way those victims were related. It's gotta be deniable ops. What are deniable? I mean, yeah, that's ops. I thought that was a D.
Where is it?
Not profiles.
Where is it? No. But it wasn't in evidence. No.
I did? Oh, I probably went down to the... Yeah, the thing that I don't like is that when you click on something, it goes all the way down to the bottom, and then I forget about it because I have ADHD. Deniable is a fictional classification for clandestine state actions that need not to be taken responsibility for. Because plausible deniability and military and disinformation efforts create enough confusion that every party involved, even the victims, can spin the outcome to suit their own needs. So, devil's proof. Yeah. Also, why isn't it alphabetical? That's true. That should be something in the next update. Hopefully, if you're listening, that'd be super epic. No way those victims were related. It's gotta be deniable ops. They must all have been in DO together before getting their records bleached. Then, as soon as they've outlived their usefulness, what are you nuts? Everyone knows the first 6 HK got to where the 6 prototypes that came before him. Warm android's so perfect no one could tell the diff. A bullet to the heart's the only way that he could kill those other over-engineered freaks. Everyone's got a goddamn opinion.
I see.
Stop seeing, start moving. These people are insane. Why don't you eat some more corn slop, asshole? You think you could be the cyberpunk without ever thinking for yourself? You think it's a coincidence victim number 6 working on hardcore fuck? They're putting something in the food! Oh.
Those people. Heartbreak. This is...
Goddamn embarrassment. The hell am I paying taxes for? If the state can't shut this shit down.
What about you, Ananai? What do you think about this heartbreak figure?
They're just a murderer. Should be caught and sentenced like any other murderer.
But they must have some reason for doing such terrible things. Are you curious?
Why? Oh my god. Kinzo, go away. Why? Are some reasons for committing murder better than others?
They might have experienced trauma or abuse. It might have...
Millions of people experience trauma and abuse every day. Millions. And yet there's only one heartbreak.
So you think that they were just born that way?
That's my guess.
That's...
unsatisfying?
sad.
I don't see why it would be.
If heartbreak was born like that, then they never had a chance to be anything else.
If heartbreak was born like that, then none of us normal people, none of us super normal people, have to ever worry about turning out like them.
That kind of predestination, it means they never have to take responsibility for what they are.
The state can make them take responsibility. As soon as they catch them.
You make it sound so trivial. They're a very dangerous serial killer.
Just a serial killer.
Just?
If HK shot someone every day, it would take them 1,132 years and about 11 months.
In order to have killed
413,789 people.
You did that in your head?
I'm good at mental math.
You counted the leap years. But what is the significance of that number?
Deaths within 18 months of the Blakeford industrial disaster. Times that number by 2 for the injuries. Tack on another 183% for the birth defects. What the freak are we talking about, guys? Variable user country. Okay. Oh. Bitch, I can't even read it because I can't read it because there's traffic. Bitch. Assholes. 413,000 dead, and there wasn't anything evil about it. Just human error, some shoddy welding, and time.
So you think that heartbreak is nothing? Oh, it's nothing but comparison. Perhaps that is the problem then. If they're nothing, if they represent nothing, then they can stand for whatever the crowd wants them to.
Hey. Hey. Please make way. Officials are coming through. Please disperse. Keep walking, pigs! Fascists! Nobles the cops! Oh. Only the cops they build in their factories. Very funny. Why are we tolerating this shit? You want me to wade into the crowd with a nightstick? Prove them wrong? You know what I mean. We're the only people in the city trying to do some goddamn good, and they all just... That's just part of our job, detective. No offense, ma'am, but wearing a police badge earns you a little more than that. More hate than... Do they get prosecutors' badges? I have an ID for the parking garage. Does that count? Depends. You ever hesitate to wear it in the open? Ah! Sorry. Ah! Me when I see red and blue. Me when I see red and blue and evil women, and when I see oh, sorry, I'm a little gay.
This moral relativism of yours seems like a strange philosophy for someone in your profession, Adonai.
Breaking out of the okay. You think that is actually so hard to say for me for some breaking out the thesaurus. Breaking out the thesaurus on me. I hate that. I'm only being realistic and humble. I'm just one woman, Sarah. Whatever I do, right or wrong, it's less than a % rounding error in the grand scheme of things.
Do you tell that to your clients?
No, but they come to appreciate it when I win.
I don't mean cops in particular. The same deal applies to anyone who works for the state. The terms are stark, but they're ink dried a long time ago, and we all agreed to them.
I don't recall voting for it.
Well, not voting is how these things come to pass, so... We traded freedom for safety, individual rights for collective power. The state won, the citizens lost. The very least we can do is take their criticisms head on.
Look, I don't have a problem with the responsibilities of authority. Only with authority being challenged.
But they treat us like we're the bad guys. Well, sometimes we are. Sometimes the law is wrong. So if any given individual is too small to ever affect change...
So if the public's gonna hate us no matter what we do.
And if corporations and governments will trample over people the same, regardless of their character.
And if we can't even be sure we're doing the right thing.
What do you do, Adonai?
What the hell do we do? I think it's pretty simple.
It's not as complicated as you think.
In times like these,
in a world like this,
the only logical way to live is...
The only moral way to act is...
I can't do it at the same time, but they're both hot. Do whatever it takes to win. If I'm insignificant in the grand scheme of things... Oh my god, the music got so loud! Oh my fuck! If I'm insignificant in the grand scheme of things, I can do my worst and no one will notice.
If power is inherently evil, holding back won't save your soul.
Just fight with both barrels.
And trust the opposition to do the same. Winner takes all.
It is a banger. It is a banger, though. They're so gay. They should kiss a little. They should kiss a little. It would be the top off. It would be the top off of all top offs, I think. It'd be like a top off to like break the heavens, I think. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. And the next time that Bridezilla texts you, oh my god, just turn your phone off. Chatty guy. Must have been due to go on break. When he tried and failed to find a witness's medical record, his datapad had the name blacked out. But I did see they have Caddish's executive 3, I don't know, more expensive than David's, which means they most likely.
How did you do that?
You need to hold the button to get the doors to close faster. Mashing does nothing.
That is not what I meant. There were many others who arrived before us. How did you get us down here so quickly?
Well, I didn't do anything. It was that nurse who escorted us.
Yes, but you managed to get a stranger like him to help you with so few words. So little information. I don't think you even gave him your name.
Haven't you heard of the golden rule?
Of course I have. Treat others how you would want to be treated.
Wrong. Treat others how they would want to be treated. He wanted someone that he could vent to. He wanted someone to pay attention to him, and he wanted to feel appreciated. Which meant he'd be eager to help given the chance.
Even just reading someone's mood is quite difficult. How can you know how another person wants to be treated?
There are no mind readers. No one can ever know anything about what anyone's thinking. Maybe not even themselves. Doesn't matter if they're your parent, your twin, your lover. It'll always be a gamble.
That is not a very comforting sentiment.
Well, I think it's fun.
Only because you're good at it. How did you get so good at it?
It's because I'm a sociopath. Same as anything. Observation and practice.
You must have been observing and practicing for a very long time then.
well, a bit.
So you proceed down the hall, bear left, look for the fourth door.
I'm gonna open the one that says morgue on it.
Oh,
hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, whoa! Okay, sorry. She's my type. What voice am I gonna give her?
Oh, hey. Come on in. Don't stand out there in the cold. Wouldn't be accurate. Sorry about the chill in here, but I run a little hot. And you can see my roommates never complain. Mumi Sato, medical examiner.
Dr. Sato, just the lady I wanted to see. Though I didn't expect that I'd get to. How many pretty women can we fit in one game, dude? And how many voices can we make Artie try to get out of her throat? The fact that they've assigned a medical examiner and not some ad or junior means.
Oh, you can just call me Yumi.
And you're? Morgan. I represent the deceased.
The deceased? Oh, the deceased. Asher D. Wait, really? That's, weird. I thought this time slot was scheduled for a group of noble PR people who...
I know. Weird, right?
Well, what the hell do I know? I was getting tired of hosting Megs anyway. I gotta finish typing up this report before we talk shop. But in the meantime, feel free to make yourself at home.
Alright! That's a lot of screens. There's gotta be diminishing returns on productivity.
Why do you have so many monitors, man?
You can't just ask someone that.
Good question. Every quarter when they do inventory and budgeting, they ask me if I need anything, and I never do, so I'd submit a blank form. But I guess a while back there was a +1 in a spreadsheet somewhere, and no one's ever corrected it, and so... Boom, I get 4 new monitors every year.
Oh.
Do you run out of things to use them for? Sometimes, but this year I've started running 2 dramas at once when I'm doing rote work, which helps.
Watching 2 television shows at the same time helps you do rote work?
Helps me use up the screens. I see.
Girl, how can you focus?
Are these all dead bodies?
One would hope so.
I only meant that I'm surprised to see them stored here. It suggests a backlog, which suggests a higher murder rate than the public data would lead one to expect.
Do you only examine bodies for the police, doctor?
Oh, I wish. Nah, most of my job involves confirming COD on natural deaths for insurance adjustments. Insurance want to blame the mod for failing. Mod makers want to blame the stiff for not exercising enough. Family says the company insurance plan would pay for mods, but not a gym membership. Yeah, that whole wall there is suspected defective liver mods, suspected leaking internal bio batteries, suspected CCIC.
CCIC?
Climate change-induced complications.
You can prove that climate change contributed to an otherwise natural death?
Very, very rarely. If it can be proved, what does that mean for the family of the deceased? Plus or minus 14% on the life insurance payout. I mean, it's most of what I do, and I don't dislike my job, it's just... so much of what I do just boils down to telling a bunch of cheapskates how to split the dead man's bill. It's enough to make homicide feel like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, holy shit. Nothing on the floor? Oh, here you go. What's this? The hospital's getting renamed? No, guess it's some other hospital that got snapped up. Hospital renamed to thank Ikaria family. Families incredibly... Okay, generous donations are rich. Okay. Oh no, not quiz time! I'm trying to see where Kenzo's coming. Yeah, damn, vultures. Oh, okay, back before the 50s they had... Okay. Their business rivals going so far as to accuse them of... Oh, not organized crime. Renogen medical overtime. Okay. You could have moved out of the business world and into the upper echelons of society that are sometimes mockingly referred to as the neo-ability generation. Okay, that's cute. And the red decade. Oh. When asked her opinion on those who'd label her family House Ikaria at the hospital's renaming ceremony, Renogen board member Mireille Ikaria had this to say: in this country, anyone can make a name for themselves so long as they're willing to put in the work. Mock new money all you want, but the truth is that success is all about reinventing yourself. And the only ones comfortable with that are... Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna just give all my money to Beatrice when I die. Me too. She can have my fucking body. She can do whatever she wants to me. The Ikaria, guess they were always in the same line of work. Now they're plastering their name wherever to get themselves a new image. Yeah. All the neo-ability are eager to prop up their image wherever they can, but that must go double for the Ikarias. Assuming the truth about their criminal past is anywhere close to the rumors. She finishing up over there? Right. Okay. So what's up? Thanks for your time, Dr. Sato. Sorry, I was using the wrong part of my throat for Morgan. My first question would be... what was the cause of death? Oh, wow. Hi there. Cute android. I didn't even realize it was... really cute. The skin is... that's remarkable. Even just looking close, you can tell they really are warm. Still not quite human body temperature, but they've come a long way. The early gens all looked flush, felt like they were always running a fever, and they ran like it too. Even 2 years ago, the average warm android only lasted... Sorry, but the circumstances surrounding this particular case called for expediency. Right. So what can I tell you? Cause of death? Were you able to determine the cause of death? Well, cause of death, sure. We got that much figured out at least. Why doesn't that sound particularly reassuring? Dr. Asher died of respiratory failure. Not enough oxygen in the blood. Not enough blood going to the brain. Root cause being widespread depression of the central nervous system. What would the symptoms be? What would it have looked like? Lightheadedness, followed by dizziness. Then headache, slurred speech, exhaustion. Loss of consciousness, and finally respiratory arrest. Report shows that the EMTs tried intubation, then resuscitation through electrical stimulation repeatedly. By the time he got to the emergency room, they were desperate enough to attempt direct artificial blood oxygenation, but it was too late. And you're certain of all of this? Oh, well, most of it, sweetie. Oh my god, Most of it?
Yeah, it's turned into quite the puzzle, and I'm used to having more pieces to start with. I was surprised a man as rich and famous as him didn't have any kind of biomes, but his files show.
He wasn't a viable candidate for modding.
Yeah, that's right. Without that kind of first-hand tech, we don't have nearly as much data as we'd like. But he was extensively monitored from the moment the EMTs arrived. We're very certain about our conclusion.
Did you find anything else unusual about his body in your examination? Cuts or bruises?
No injection sites, nothing in any cavities.
Nothing at all, huh? The police mentioned a talk screen.
Yeah, that's the thing. They ran a talk screen when he first arrived. Typical diagnostic intake procedure. Based on the emergency call, I figured he must have overdosed on something, but the talk screen gave them nothing. Uh-oh. After he died, we performed the broadest screenings possible. Nothing.
So were you forced to conclude this was a natural death?
I didn't give up that easy. I took blood samples and compared their makeup with what was on record in his previous medical history. And I managed to isolate a single, non-naturally occurring chemical compound that wasn't there before.
What was it? Some kind of exotic toxin from a different hemisphere?
I wish. I ran it through every available database we have access to. And even a few I only sort of have access to, though, through some friends. Not only does it not match any known poison, it doesn't match the chemical makeup of any registered compound. Uh-oh.
So a designer drug, huh?
That seems to be the best explanation.
What the hell did you do, David?
You said it didn't match any registered compound. What about compounds that aren't registered?
Those friends of yours. Private sector folks?
Yeah, and pharmaceuticals.
If one of them patented a new compound, a new drug, what would keep its formula from going on the record?
In the private sector, intellectual piracy is the norm, so you're expected to protect your research aggressively.
Patent first, find a use later.
Yeah, a patient would have to at least describe your compound in brief, but depending on what country you file in. I've heard it may be considered prudent to keep the actual chemical makeup off the record.
Smart. Using international IP law as your own personal minefield.
How so?
Whenever you're ahead, patent as much as you can, as fast as you can, bury the formula, so no one knows where it's safe to walk. Anybody small and ambitious comes along, finds a new drug they're excited about, you flip your card, let them know you came up with the idea years ago.
I also love how only the people in this game are willing to give you information. Yeah, it's because we're hot.
And that you'll give them death by 1,000 court dates if they so much as blink. Wouldn't work on anyone your size or bigger. They could punch back. For the rest of the field.
Wow, you corporate lawyers are scary.
I'm not a corporate lawyer.
So you came up with that strategy just now? So it's possible that this poison is actually a known substance? Something that the hospital could have easily identified?
If it wasn't considered a trade secret.
Yes, unfortunately, that is a possibility.
Still, just because a drug is new, that doesn't mean it's original.
Does the effect of this compound have remind you of any other drug? Maybe one that's prescription only? Or a controlled substance? One you might know by another name, but with a patented structure? Sorry, sweetheart. It's a general depressant. There are a lot of drugs that have that effect on the body, and they come in all shapes and sizes from all kinds of places.
If the effect was unremarkable, what about its strength? Could you estimate how much of the stuff he had in his body, all told?
Not precisely, no. Not without detailed knowledge on its half-life. But I'd guess that it must have been about 20 milligrams? Is 20 milligrams a lot?
Not for a medicine. So this wasn't an overdose or something relatively harmless then?
No, not if 20 mil was enough to crash his entire nervous system.
Thank you, Yumi.
Of course. So, you ready to view the body? We could skip it if you want. I know most people get squeamish around corpses.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah! Okay then, let's get started. Let me see that body! Alright, I'll just step out for a moment to give you some privacy.
Yes, please. Thank you. The last time we talked was on a Sunday. You were complaining. I remember that. It's the principle of the matter. Right, you had ordered this cheap piece of shit sculpture or something by mistake, and it came damaged and you wanted to send it back for a refund. I gently reminded you how, with your salary, it was literally not worth your time. And I kindly offered to throw it out for you, since you're having so much trouble letting go. You're only offering because you want to see how loud it sounds shattering at the bottom of my trash can. I denied it, even though you were right, and it was obvious. I should have let you have that one.
I thought that he would look different.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks exactly the same as I remember. His skin is pale, and he's very still. But his face is the same. His hair, his hands.
You were expecting something more drastic?
The last time I saw him, he was alive. He smiled and he told me he would see me soon. Now he is dead. Something is gone. And I can't find the difference. I'm trying to look harder, but I think I might just not be capable of it. And I wonder why. Why was I created not to be capable?
Could be an issue of skill. Or maybe it's not something that can be seen, no matter how hard you look. But it's there. I guarantee it. I've seen the transition enough times to be sure that between life and death, the distinction has significance. To the dead, at the very least.
You're going to smoke? Here? Now?
I'll pay the fine.
That's not the issue.
Were you expecting me to fall to pieces? Real boys grieve in all kinds of ways, Pinocchio.
And some don't grieve at all, it seems.
I'm a cold woman. Sorry to disappoint. The hell? Why the hell will this thing light?
Adonai, you have your cigarette backwards.
Uh-oh. Alright, that's back in the cold storage for him, so... Need anything else? Can you send me the chemical makeup of that compound you isolated?
Sure, for what it's worth. Let me just...
It's got carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen with hexagonal structures. So it's organic, but there's a number of metallic elements too. And if you had to speculate on its intended use, based on what we know of its structure... Well, it certainly acted like a depressant, binding to receptor pathways and affecting the balance of neurotransmitter uptake. Yep, I read that. Depressants are pretty rare in the designer drug scene. True, people are always looking for a higher high or a crazier trip, but a more powerful depressant will just make you fall asleep. Not much needed to hit up the gray market for that kind of experience. No, there's not. I see. Thanks again. You've been extremely helpful during a very difficult time.
Hey, anything you need, give me a ring.
That's very generous.
Rockford's orders got me on call, so I'm already getting overtime for the whole weekend.
Glad to hear it.
Goodbye, Yumi. And goodbye to you, Greenie. My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Woohoo! Guys, when the freak is gonna freaking happen? Up on ramps and down off ramps, above skywalks and under tram lines. The buildings get progressively more polished as we head into the most economically developed part of the city. Corporate territory, national headquarters for the likes of Howe Industries. Tethys, Neath, each of them sheltering their own. Yay! Look, there's a little thing there! Their own microcity of employee accommodations beneath their skyscraper shatters. Yep. Whale Fall. The entirety of the ocean floor coming together to feast and grow and live. Live off the fetid, rotting fat of the leviathans that swallow generations of people by the mouthful.
Weight is commonly listed, and my weight is... Do I really have to disclose that?
Noble lays claim to one of the largest shadows in the city. A towering nerve center for the whole nation's android industry. Its It's meant to be intimidating, I'm sure. But today I'm glad that Noble keeps such a sizable physical presence here. I need answers about David and his work on Sarah. Answers I'd never get browsing the company website or speaking to a representative.
Synopsis. Relationships. There are typically trivia sections as well. Should I start there?
Noble will have their guard up, of course, but even that will tell me something. Where they let me walk, who they let me talk to.
History.
Their efforts at performative transparency and clumsy obfuscation. Obfuscation? Shit.
How do you know my father?
What?
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your brooding?
No. What did you ask?
My father. I know you were his friend. But what was your relationship like?
Can't you just scroll through our socials?
Father avoided social media. And your online presence is not significant.
You saying I don't have enough followers?
Essentially.
We went to the same college.
You studied programming?
No, I studied all kinds of different things as an undergrad, but not technology.
Is that a good way to prepare for law school?
I wasn't preparing for law school. Or anything else, really.
Huh?
David, though, he had talent and he knew he wanted to do something with it. He studied programming, robotics, discrete math, cybernetics.
What classes did you share then?
Business ethics. I was the second best student in the class, and he
Was the first?
was the one who asked the most questions. I'm not sure about his actual ranking. He found the course challenging, and I clearly didn't, despite being younger. Guess he felt burned. He'd come up to me after class to argue, and sometimes ask for help.
Father always talked about socializing like it was a chore. It was kind of you to give him a chance.
What, like I was some kind of social butterfly? The belle of the ball.
You weren't?
One Sunday night, he knocked on my door all panicked, saying he was in bad shape for this tech course. There was a midterm or something the next day. I couldn't make heads or tails of the material, but I did my best to at least quiz him. He wasn't satisfied, though. Wanted to cram the rest of the night.
Father had to cram for an undergraduate midterm?
Did I say something scandalous?
He's been called the founder of modern programming.
Yeah, well, even founder types can have poor time management when they're 21. He was already fried by that point. Wasn't hard to tell what he was really asking for. So I went and stole a study aid for him.
You stole a controlled substance? Just to help him with studying?
No, that'd be insane. No, I just pocketed some breath mints from the common room. Told him to pinch his nose and swallow fast because the taste is so strong.
You gave him a placebo.
He already knew the content as good as he ever would. What he needed was sleep. He could barely keep his eyes open by the time I got back from my daring heist. Didn't take much convincing for him to rest his eyes and just until it kicked in.
And the test?
B+, I think.
I'm surprised that Father stayed close with you after that. You stole and lied to him.
I stole and lied for him. And David understood that. He was good at understanding things without me having to spell them out. But I guess that's not the kind of thing that gets passed down through programming. Anyway, we kept in touch after that. First year of grad school, he published this paper.
The Turing solution, a framework for programming adapted linguistic heuristics.
One of his advisors came up with that title. David thought it was way too cocky, but
it still hasn't failed any known Turing test in the years since.
don't act like you're the one who deserves credit for it. He called me one weekend asking for advice on how to handle all the attention. Job offers, interviews, apprenticeships, and invitations to immigrate.
What did you tell him?
I don't remember telling him anything, actually. A lot of our conversations went like that. He would talk to me about whatever personal or professional problem was stuck in his head that day, and I would nod while he wore himself out. And at the end of the conversation, he'd thank me. Even though I hadn't offered a single word of advice. He took Noble's offer, and they took over his education, paid him to work on his masters during the day and attend corporate training at night. And whatever else Noble may be, they were smart enough to start listening to him early.
You're referring to his one-point doctrine.
Quality over quantity.
Simple and elegant, just like his code.
Simple and elegant. But anathema to a global corporation with supply chains designed for maximum capacity and just-in-time manufacturing. But obviously, they got over their distaste fast enough. In the span of a few years, Noble's gone from making manual labor ads for meager profit to being the world leader in intelligence as a service. Even as he was making money hand over fist, he still kept in contact with a nobody like me. I moved to the city for my apprenticeship. He helped me put a down payment on my apartment, then made up excuses as to why he couldn't help me move boxes. So is that enough detail for you? Thoroughly convinced that he and I were, in fact, friends.
I am. But Adonai, the favor that you owe him, what was it for?
That's private. Understand? I have zero interest in talking about it with you. Say you understand.
I understand, Adonai. We will be arriving shortly. Shall I send word ahead?
Just tell them that David's lawyer is here.
Aw, yeah, baby. Aw, yeah, baby. Alright, I'm gonna end it here for now. But that just means that next week we get to play more of the devil. Yay! Yay! That just means that next week we're playing more! Yippee! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna move over to the normal screen. Okay, wait. Hi.
Oh, wait.
Hi.
Wait.
Hi. Ah, why do you miss Morgan? Here, I'm gonna take off my shit. Can I take off? No, I can't. Hold on. Close your eyes. 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 Are you closing them? Are you closing them? Are they closed? Are they closed? Are they closed? Are they closed? Okay. Wait! Are they closed? Are they closed? Okay. I can't close my eyes? That's fire. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming to watch stream today. I'm so happy that we have new people. Yay! I'm so happy that we have new people. So thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to Cloudy Fam. Thank you everybody for following new people. I'm so excited to have new people here. My cat is clawing my foot and I don't know why. She wants attention and love. Or I can't say she. Oh, cats are she's. What the freak. They want attention and love. Give them love. I love cats so much. I want a cat so bad. I miss having a cat. But thank you so much for joining me today. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing of the devil next week. Probably gonna be Tuesday of next week since I don't have any plans. I do have plans tomorrow, that's why I did it today. Yeah, next stream is going to be on Wednesday, which is when I do Umineko with my boys. I do Umineko with my boys, so that's gonna be fun. And then on Thursday I got Ace Attorney. I'm doing a whole lot of, I've realized, recently I have realized that all the games I'm playing are like kind of battle of wits. It was unintentional, but that's just how we're doing it. That's just how we're going right now. Very wordy and battle of wits. That's what we got going right now. Good taste? I mean, like, hey, they're fun. They're fucking fun. My next suggestion is gonna be an RPG. Oh boy, I do love RPGs. I mean, you watch me play Chrono Trigger, or at least I did play Chrono Trigger. Still pretty wordy. I mean, like, there's no problem with that, sweetheart. There's no problem with that, sweetheart. I can do wordy. I could read sometimes. Oh, but yeah, that's all we got for this week. Thank you so much for joining again. I'll see you guys. Listen, you have to say sweetheart when you do the hey, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
It's like I'm like that old, gross old grandma. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, okay? I hope you have all safe travels down from heaven. Be good people, okay? I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Umineko, okay? Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Safe travels! Bye-bye! Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!